Hello, everyone, and welcome to ReelTok episode 75. Supes and Alex Coleman are both back joining us once again for this episode, and it couldn't have been a more perfect week because we had so much comic book movie news this week. Of course, we're going to talk Madam Web. We had a plethora of trailers, news drop throughout the Super Bowl and the week following, and then outside of comic book movie news, we got tons of trailers and movie news as well. And we're going to end it with a little comic book movie Jeopardy trivia battle. I put together a little Jeopardy board yesterday, so we've done a few of those on the pod before. It's usually someone else creates them, but this time I created them, so we'll see how it goes. But we're gonna have a trivia battle between you three and a little Jeopardy action. But let's go ahead and dive into the episode. Shout out to our executive producer, as always, Stefan Jonson, our king. And yeah, let's get into it. How have you been doing, Supes? How have things been? It's been a big week for you. You've had a couple of reactions go viral. It's been a big week for you.
Bro, it's been a big week, a ton of good stuff. Specifically a great week to be Marvel fans. It's a great week to be a Dune 2 fan. All of the early reviews got me losing sleep over here. So yeah, I guess just for fans in general of film, like it's been a damn great week, and I'm ready to talk about Madam Web.
Alex, how's your week been? I know I talked to you yesterday as we filmed some Trivia 10 content, but other than that, how's the week been?
It's been good, schooling. But I'm just very honored and proud to be back here. We're in it back with my guy Matt, so let's get greedy.
Seth, how's your week been? I know you were up late last night watching UFC.
Is it up late or is it up early? You know?
Yeah, I don't even know.
It's definitely
times for you.
Yeah, it was a good one. Good week, I guess. Busy work week. What came out this week? I don't remember. Oh yeah, Madam Web, which we'll obviously go into. Really great. Had an amazing time with it. Just so good. Yeah, pretty good week, man. Really, really busy. About to work. A lot of stuff. Obviously, UFC last night. I had a few meetings this week. But yeah, pretty good. Pretty standard.
Yeah, I got to meet Cam Walsh, 27, in person this week. He was in Phoenix. I picked him up from the airport at like midnight Thursday night and then dropped him off at like noon the next day at his bachelor party. Not his bachelor party, but his buddy's bachelor party. But, good time. Chatted in the car with him. We went to Top Golf in the morning. He cooked.
Did you watch anything?
Golf. We didn't watch anything. By the time we got back to my house, it was like 12:30, which for him, since he's East Coast time, is like 2:30 a.m. So he was flying all day. So he was a tired man. We filmed like a little bit of a snippet for a Patreon exclusive review that we uploaded. So that was fun. He got to be in the studio.
You're not filming like TikToks or anything?
No, we were gonna, man, but we just had such little time together. And then we woke up the next day and went to golf, and he cooked me. He cooked me for sure. But one funny thing, which I hope he doesn't mind me telling this, but he threw his club. So Top Golf, there's like 3 stories. He threw his club off. We were on the second floor. Like he was doing we were chipping with sand wedges, and he was doing like a cocky little club twirl, and it just went out the hand, and it just fell down the three floors. And then his club just fell down. I was like, no one saw but me, but I was like, it's pretty fucking funny. And then we just had to golf without the sand wedge the rest of the time because he yeeted that thing off the second floor. But all in all, very fun time. He's still in Scottsdale right now having a ball. But yeah, it should be a fun week. So Supes, I know you went to the Madam Web premiere. Mm-hmm. Have you been watching anything else this week? What other movies have you been watching this week? Or has it just been Madam Web? You saved your whole week for that peak.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, Madam Web just gave me a sense of memory loss. I kind of forgot what I watched this week.
You need the clairvoyance to hit you to let you know what did you watch.
That's why you get Letterbox. That's why you gotta lock in.
He's still not used it, bro. You followed us after our first episode, and that was like 6 months ago. Mm-hmm. You have not used it once since then.
I have not used it once since then. I'm so bad with Letterbox. It's hilariously bad.
We're the opposite of all of us, literally. I can't get off it, man.
I'm curious. Like, so do you not do Letterboxd just because you don't keep up with it, or do you not want people to see your reviews for all the movies?
Or just like forget about it? I feel like
I just forget about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I really do.
Once you dive in, you'll be hooked. I promise you.
I rewatched Dune this week. Yeah, I rewatched Dune 2 days ago.
Nice.
I'm like in full Dune mode right now. And
are you going to the Dune premiere or anything? The US premiere?
No.
I think it's in New York City. Alex, you're going, right?
We're looking at flights currently. They are disgustingly expensive.
Mm-hmm. Very fair.
I'm watching it on the 25th.
At like the fan first IMAX thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Seth, when are you going to see Doom for the first time?
I don't want to fucking speak about it, man. I'm sick of this shit. Like, I swear to God.
Is it late? Is like,
where the fuck are my invites here? Do you know? Like, it's crazy. What are we doing? So shout out Warner Brothers. No, actually, don't fucking shout out Warner Brothers. They have a vendetta against me, right? They invite me to nada here, nothing. The only thing I've ever been invited to by Warner Bros. Was The Flash. Great, cheers, nice one. The problem is, so I think I'm only gonna be able to see it because it comes out, I think, like later here than it does for you. Wait, what day is like
I
general
think
release?
March 1st is the
March
general
1st.
release.
Oh, okay, so yeah, same. So don't
Okay.
yeah. But I'm seeing. I think I'm gonna have to. Me and Anna are gonna go because Anna's really excited for it anyway. Gonna go and see it on March 1st. I like. There's not been that because obviously the world premiere was here.
Mhm.
But that was like really limited. Like no one,
did a single move like because Joe or like did any of them go?
Andrew and Andrew, you know Andrew, Matt, don't you? Yeah, visuals. And Henry Calvert, he went. He's not really movie. He's like just general.
Mhm.
But it was very like I know Joe didn't get an invite. It was very limited. Like it was the same with Wonka. I think Wonka was Warner Brothers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very, very hard to get invited to those sort of things. But they're doing like an early screening, I think. Still not heard about that one either. Maybe the invite will come through the mail. I don't know. But yeah, probably just watch it on the first. I'm very, very excited for it either way. But yeah, it's just fucking annoying. It's because obviously I rewatched Dune like 2 weeks ago in IMAX again because I hadn't seen it on big screen before. Fuck, man, it just
so
like
amazing, so amazing.
it really just like because obviously I'd only watched it. I'd never seen it in the cinema. We only watched like a year ago, and then me and Anna went to see it in IMAX, and it is like one of those films that's just made for IMAX.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went to see it, I was like, this is one of my most anticipated films ever. Now, Dune 2, like it's that, and especially after seeing like the early reviews from the world premiere this week or last week. Yeah, but probably just on the first then, unfortunately.
The premieres have been so whack because, well, one, whack they didn't invite our friend Seth's film reviews, but also because the world premiere was in London, but they already had a Paris premiere the week before and like a Mexico premiere the week before.
Yeah, I don't know.
What does it mean to be a world premiere if like two other cities have had premieres?
I don't get that either. It doesn't make sense. I don't get it.
One of the people that follows me on Instagram like sent me a picture of him and Austin Butler, and he goes, "You won't believe this." Like he was at the I think there was the Mexico one, I believe, or whatever. And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm beyond jealous."
Yeah,
I don't get why it's called the world premiere then, because like the actors are going to all of them. It's
right.
like
the rollout's been so weird. But
surely the world premiere is the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they've all been like this, but it's been really weird how they've been rolling it out. But yeah, I think I'm seeing Dune Part 2 on Sunday. But Riley works that night. She's trying to get a switch because similar to like you were saying with Anna, like Riley's super excited to see it as well. So yeah, should be fun. But Alex, you been watching anything this week other than Madam Web?
I rewatched like all the Star Wars movies. I'm like,
you are so based on your Last Jedi. I told you.
Listen, I'm a Last Jedi truther now.
Good. I told you.
Listen, I wanted to say that like
No.
I've never seen. Oh, I can't. Like I literally like the other night I was like explaining to multiple people just randomly. I'm like, do you know The Last Jedi is actually like kind of a masterpiece, and like I don't know. I think Ryan Johnson cooked. That's a whole other episode, and then I watched Madam Web, which then provoked me to watch Venom Let There Be Carnage. I don't know why.
Dude, it's worse than Venom 1. You're crazy. Venom 1 cooked.
You saw my Spider-Man rankings and you thought like the craziest thing was Venom Let There Be Carnage? Like
dude, I'm a Venom defender, but I don't like Venom Let There Be Carnage.
You have Venom at like a 4-star, the first one, no?
Yeah, I love Venom. It's my fiance's favorite movie of all time. We watch it all the time. I love it.
No, I think Woody Harrelson like puts on a masterclass there. And like there's some really funny jokes, I think, with like the time to die, father. And he goes, not you, father, you, father.
The Venom films are just like objectively better than the Madam Web and Morbius, at least, though. Like none of them had a moment of Eminem with that song while the Venom's being transported between all those people. That scene cooks. Come on, man. Alex, don't give me that stank face.
Venom, that just reminded me. Venom at the rave party. Just these movies are great relationship comedy. They're great rom-coms. Like I just love it. Like him and Venom just together. There's like guilty pleasures. Like I don't care. No,
yeah, one of the best romantic couples in all of the Marvel universe is Tom Hardy or Eddie Brock with the Venom, like on him. Like them together, it's just like a buddy cop like movie, basically. But Seth, what have you been watching this week?
I think I said to you, Tyler, I watched Hidden Life, so I've been working through some Malik again. Watched To the Wonder as well, which is like kind of thematic trilogy with A Knight of Cups and Song to Song. Fine. An Elephant Sitting Still. Shout out, obviously, Patreon. That's our exclusive review this week. The Iron Claw. I finally watched that.
Oh, yeah.
Really good. I think that my main issue with it, I don't think it allows you. I think it should have been longer, to be honest. I don't think it allows you to sit with the overwhelming tragedy, because I didn't know the story. I'm not a big wrestling fan. I don't know anything about them. Fuck, man. It's so unbelievable how like sad it is. It's like, it's almost stupid how like unbelievably tragic it is. And I just think it could have used a bit more time to sit with each moment. Tyler, chuck spoilers up.
Okay, hold up, pause. Spoilers, bang.
There we go. So when David George McKay, Harris Dickinson's character, when he dies, and we kind of transition to the funeral, it's very much narrative beat. Kerry, crash, bang, leg break, Mike, wrestle. It's not sit and allow it. I also find it very fucking weird how they cut out a brother. Yeah, they don't really understand that decision, because obviously they put that brother, I can't remember his name, his story and Kerry's story kind of into one person, kind of combine the two, which is like, if you're going to tell the story, tell the whole thing. Just give us a 3-hour film on it, because outside of it, it was really, really good. I think everything was great. I think it shows that the Oscars just aren't based on merit, because I think any of the performances could have been nominated over several, especially for some of the supporting roles. Ryan Gosling, but is what it is. I don't know, man. Yeah, it was good. Watched The Banshees of Inisherin. Anyone seen that? Pretty good film. Matt, have you seen The Banshees of Inisherin, by the way?
I have.
Great.
You like that film? I don't hear you don't talk about it enough.
Yeah, I know.
You should get a tattoo of it.
Yeah, shout out. And then Madam Web. I watched Minions: Rise of Gru. I don't know why.
Yeah, why did you watch
that? I have no idea.
Yo, diversity.
Yeah, was it on streaming? Is that why you watched it, or like you just like you had like a?
Had you seen Minions 1?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm well versed. It's just like, why the fuck do people go to that film with suits on? It's so.
What did you give it a TR?
Don't remind me of that. Oh my.
2.5. I will say I remember quite liking the first Despicable Me film.
No,
I actually think I remember quite liking that. But yeah, it was fine, whatever. And then I watched Billy Wild Ace in the Hole as well, which was really good. Actually, Alex, I think you'd like Lady Snowblood. Watch that. The film that inspired Kill Bill.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. It's good. That's about it.
Watch. There's a lot of recommendations for me that I have to watch. I still have to watch Ran. I've been like putting that.
No, don't watch Ran, because you need to watch Other Kurosawa first. Like, people always watch it first, and it's like a culmination of life. So it's like watching. I don't know. Give me an example.
Like someone's like, I don't know.
Give me an example that you're gonna relate to.
Tenet, the first Christopher Nolan.
Like the last film, like The Boy and the Heron. Like I should start with.
That's a good. Yeah, it's a good one. Boy and the Heron. It's like starting with that. Like if you start with that, Ran Kurosawa. Good example. I like it.
Good job.
Oh, also, I just remembered I watched Snake Eyes, De Palma, Gas, Tap In.
I haven't seen that. Is it the one with Cage?
Yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
You're not talking about the Snake Eyes from like 2 years ago, right?
No, please.
Henry Golding.
Not the G.I. Joe.
Oh shit! Yeah,
like it had so many TikTok ads of that one actor's being like Snake Eyes. I'm like, I'm not going to see your movie, dude. Yeah, I rewatched Mamma Mia and La La Land again. Both peak movies, and then rolled that right into 10 Things I Hate About You. First time I ever seen it. Heath Ledger, such a king. Young Joseph Gordon-Levitt, such a heartthrob. Had a good time with it. Watched Francis Ford Coppola's Twixt. Loved it. Absolutely loved it.
You were Twixt.
Yeah.
Which cut did you watch?
I give it a 4.5.
Which cut did you watch?
Betwixt Now and Sunrise.
Yeah, I couldn't watch that one. I had to watch the other cut. So maybe I should watch that.
So that one, the one I watched was like his official cut or whatever. Came out like a couple years ago. But we watched The Revenant. Leo, like, genuinely, I don't know if Leo would still be alive today if we didn't give him the Oscar for that. Like the stuff he does in that movie, I don't even want to know what would have been the next up for him if he wouldn't have got that Oscar there. He's crazy. But I don't know. The movie itself, I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. It's pretty good. It's beautiful, and he's great. I think Tom Hardy low-key out-acts him in it, but that's just because Leo doesn't even talk that much. So, but Tom Hardy's great. The new Jennifer Lopez, This Is Me Now, is one of the most batshit insane things I've ever seen in my life. but like I genuinely didn't know if I was going to give it a 5-star or a half-star. Like it's so extra. But like,
is it a film or a documentary?
Yeah, it's a film. It's like a 65-minute film, which is like telling the life of her like relationships through music, and it's someone gave her way too high of a budget. Like it was high production. It was like so much visual. I can't even put it into words. I gave it 2.5 because I'm like I've watched some very experimental films in my life, but this is the most at a loss I've ever been for what to rate it. So I just stuck to 2.5 at it, and I don't know. Did you watch it, Supes?
I didn't watch it, but I saw like the most insane clip I've ever seen in my life surface from the film on Twitter, where you just had like literally cameos, like
more cameos than any MCU films ever had.
Yeah, like crazy cameos of just like a ton of people that were representing zodiac signs, and I'm just like, wow.
Is Ben Affleck in it as well?
He's like, I mean, spoiler for Jennifer Lopez. This is me now.
Whoa!
You see like his face at the very end when she like finds her true love and like rides off into the sunset on the beach in a motorcycle. It's wild. Like Fat Joe plays her therapist. Like Fat Joe's her therapist. Neil deGrasse Tyson is in there. You got
Post Malone. Yeah, he's playing like
Jay Shetty.
They're playing like signs, like Leo, Scorpio, Sofia Vergara playing Cancer.
It's like her counsel that she like consults when she has like deep issues in her life.
I might need to watch this.
It's only 60 minutes, dude, and it's like one of those things. Like it's worth the watch. Like, cause
what's it on?
Yeah,
Prime Video. Prime Video.
Oh, is it in IMAX?
No, it's not in theaters. It's just Prime Video. But rewatched The Big Short. Didn't like it as much this time, but still fun. I watched it right after I dropped off Cam, so everyone was commenting on my Letterboxd review, be like, damn, like you lower your rating and you're with Cam. I was like, no, I already dropped him off. Don't worry. And then Madam Web, of course, Dallas Buyers Club. You know, Matthew McConaughey is great, but I think it's just like a solid film overall. And then Elephant Sitting Still, which will be Friday's ReelTok Patreon exclusive review. So if you're a patron, you'll get to see that. Me and Seth will record that after this. But yeah, with that being said, let's get into Madam Web at this time. I'm just going to throw in spoilers from the jump because we don't need to separate like non-spoiler and spoiler section. Madam Web doesn't deserve that treatment. So we're just going to – everything's on the table. Anything you want to talk about with Madam Web. We're going to start with Supes. Supes, your thoughts on Madam Web?
Honestly, just a travesty all around. I feel really bad for the filmmakers and the actors involved. Even though they got a paycheck for the film, you know, they just all got done so dirty, and this is all just a massive stain on their careers. Yeah, I just feel bad for everyone who was a part of this movie. I hate saying stuff like this, but it was an absolute abomination. Period. Point blank.
So you saw it at the premiere in LA. What was the general vibe like in that theater exiting? Was there a lot of murmurs of like, what the fuck was this? Or do people keep it like clean and professional and don't talk shit like that?
Oh, okay. So I had 2 interactions when we were like in the lobby of like where the premiere venue was after the film had ended. And, you know, I guess someone had recognized me and they were like, oh, Supes, like, yo, what's up? Can I get a picture? And I was like, dude, yeah, of course. Like, whatever, let's take a pic. And then after that, I'm like, yeah, so what'd you think of the movie? And he's like, oh, like this is a guy who just came to a Marvel premiere and he's like cooking the movie. That's never been the case, especially like that setting. And then the other one was like Shamik Moore, the voice of Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse films. I went to the bathroom after the movie ended, and he walks into the bathroom and he's like, damn, I knew it was gonna be good, but not that good. And then we like make eye contact.
That seems so on brand for
dying, bro.
No way.
Eye contact, and we just start dying. And yeah, that was the 2 experiences I had like after the movie had ended. It was just the vibes were not good.
Oh dear,
that's hilarious. Yeah, Alex, what do you think of Madam Web?
I mean, as someone who working class citizen man paid for his ticket, I burned money there. But listen, I'm not gonna blame. I've already bashed this movie. I'm not gonna blame the people part of it. I'm gonna blame Sony because these guys. I said this before in my review. I'm like, who are they making these movies for? Like, I get making a Venom movie. Spider-Man's the whole thing, the big shebang, but I get Venom. Venom's a big property. People like Venom. Symbiote, cool. No one asked for Morbius. I know damn well no one asked for Madam Web. And the Craven thing, oh God, pray. But like, I just don't understand it anymore because these things don't make a crazy profit. So I'm just like confused as to what they're trying to do here. It's like
Is
when
Craven Sony as well? Is that a Sony
yeah,
one?
it's like when Fantastic Four movies came out every so often by Fox to retain the rights. I feel like they're just there to like keep these characters a part of them and not letting them go to Disney or whatever. But like the signs were on the wall back in TASM days. Remember when TASM 2 came out and they made a whole primary plot point with Peter's parents? And I was like, no one asked for this once again. And I'm like, the writing was on the wall. They were going to do this and started branching off into different Spider-Man characters. And I just, yeah, it's a mess. Poor people are part of this project. They got the bag, but still, I mean, this thing is like a big turd stand on the legacy of whoever's a part of it. But you know, I mean, you could maybe laugh at it. I don't know. I just didn't have fun with this thing at all. I'll be honest. But yeah, that's about it for me. I just,
Seth, you're pretty high on Madam Web. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, great. Man, it's just really bad. It's just like the dire state of modern blockbuster filmmaking. I will say, you know, like I think Alex or someone said like they did shoot on location, which is better.
You're grasping at straws here, but yeah, no,
yeah, I'm grasping, I'm reaching. It was shit, man. Like I think that I think it was really, really lifeless. I honestly, the cast felt like it was a first script read a lot of the time, but they really did. It felt like they were recording in another room. It was like when I saw clips from that Ghosted, you know, came out. It was like that. It was like there's nothing here. I think it was also. I mentioned this thing about Letterboxd review. It was like deceptive in terms of how they marketed it. This is really a superhero film, is it really? You're just kind of going from montage to montage, seeing nothing no one cares about, with just dialogue that's full of exposition notes that are just pointless. And I just didn't care about anything. I mean, you know, I'm not this. I mean, I was going to say I'm not the target audience. Who the fuck is the target audience for this, really? But it just came across really bad. You know, it tries to throw things at you left and right. The editing choices so bizarre. So like, how did that pass it?
The car, and it's like it breaks the 180 rule, and it looks like so jarring because like I thought she was talking to herself. Like it looks so. I don't know.
It's like it didn't pass the first draft stage. I know this obviously got fucking cooked post, you know, but like it's really, really terrible in every way. And you know. Even the most defensible, like, superhero fan, Supes, you're not defending this. You know what I mean? You're not, like, no one is defending this. I think it's a case where, I think, like, Alex, like you said, it's, I think they just had to use the IP and just, you know, they have to use it whilst it's there. And they have to kind of keep something going and push them out. And I don't think they really care about the reception of this film at all.
Do you think it's like a tax break for them? Because, maybe. Like, I'm trying to, like, piece together, like,
maybe. I mean, what was the budget of this film?
It was $80 million.
I mean, I think they're going to turn a profit at the end of the day. It's not going to be what they want.
Where is he going?
I just also it's just like how did they make everyone sound like they're like at gunpoint when they're saying their lines? I don't.
Dude, Sydney Sweeney was done so dirty.
And Matt, you said it, Supes, in your thing of like you talked about how this was supposed to have Spider-Man in it, but they got the timing wrong and they couldn't put Andrew or Toby in this universe. So I can only imagine how many times this script was like torn apart, put back together, torn apart, put back together. And then we just got this. And I'm like, could you tell it was put in 2003? Besides the blockbuster, I really couldn't tell. It didn't like,
the way they dressed the characters was fucking weird, man. Like Sydney Sweeney's character, I can't remember whose review I saw this in. It might have been Jay Stubbs' review, I think I saw on my For You page the other day. And they dress like Sydney Sweeney's character like she's like some anime, like timid little.
Yeah.
It's weird. Like it's really just the creative decisions there. It's so out of touch with reality. And the whole 2003 thing is just fucking odd. Although, if Tobey Maguire actually... Imagine if he made a cameo. That would be kind of...
That would have ruined... Like, I don't want him a part of this thing.
Dude, I do. Yeah. If I see some Tobey Maguire Spider-Man...
If it's like the Spider-Man 3 when he's got the Venom, like, making him, like, you know, bad boy Tobey and he tries to rizz up Sydney Sweeney, that would have made this, like, 4
that would be cool as shit.
Oh.
Like,
that would be a great post-credit scene. They didn't have post-credit scene. If you just had Tobey Maguire go in there and just try to rizz up Sydney Sweeney at, like, at the cafeteria, that would have made this peak.
It's like I can't even, you know, it's so bad. It's almost like are they joking? Is this satire? But it's
Someone
not.
said this is like The Room, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not going to become a psychologist.
Bro, I was like watching it and I just kept on thinking, how did this get greenlit? How is this like, how did they approve this for the premiere where like all the actors are here? Like, how?
What do the actors think? I know Dakota Johnson doesn't give a fuck. Like she's
she's
gone straight away. Yeah, I saw
left before the movie started.
But like, what do the other actors think? You know, in that, especially like, obviously, you know, they've got the stage where, you know, they're doing the lines, they're doing the, you know, the shooting, whatever. But seeing how everything, you know, is chopped up and fitted together, you know, after it's all done, how do they look at that and be like, you know, okay, it's such a, you know, it does hinder actors' careers being attached to projects like this, especially when it's part of a franchise and part of this kind of universe. It's just a fucking weird film.
Yeah, not even that. Like the poor director, like she's not going to be able to do, like, they're going to like screw her over, because that's what, like, you know, when you're attached to kind of this project and like the Sony machine, I don't know if she's going to get like the facilities to make another project. Like,
like it kind of reminds me a little bit of David Ayer. Like, dude, he was coming hot off of Fury hot off of Fury, incredible film, and then he did Suicide Squad, and obviously, like, we know that whole story. And that film came out, and then he kind of really hasn't done.
He did that Netflix film, that terrible Netflix film, that Bright with Will Smith, which was
he just did Beekeeper.
I haven't seen that, to be fair. People have been liking Beekeeper though.
Beekeeper was a massive success for Amazon. And now he's doing another film with Jason Statham. So I'm glad he's getting some footing. But, you know, in moments like this, where these type of films come out in this stage, it does hinder like the talent that's attached to it, which is
we know the writers will be fine because they've continued to release crap after crap, and they keep getting employed. So
it's mental, isn't it? Like,
that picture, I forget what the projects were, but I saw it was like
it's Power Rangers, Morbius,
Dracula.
Whoa, Power Rangers is kind of good.
Which Power Rangers?
It's the 2017 one.
That's a good movie.
Oh, I ain't seen that.
Alex is Power Ranger pilled, but yeah, I mean, I didn't even know Emma Roberts was in this. Maybe I just missed blacked out during the marketing, but I didn't realize she was in it. Sydney Sweeney, so I know she's a great actress, like especially in Reality from last year. I think that's like her best work. But
I think she's good in Euphoria. I don't know if you've seen Euphoria.
I haven't seen Euphoria, but I think she's great in Reality. Obviously, I love Anyone But You, but I do struggle with every time I see her in projects recently. Like, I feel like her line reading always feels so robotic, even though like I do really like her, but I don't know. And I felt the same way in this, but I mean, it's hard to tell in Madam Web, but even like Anyone But You and some other projects I've seen her in, I feel like she is just kind of, she feels very forced and she says her lines. I didn't get much from her in this. Dakota Johnson, I thought was fine, whatever. I think Tahar Rahim had to be like probably the weakest link here, just simply because every line was dubbed over and you could see his mouth was just not matching.
Yeah, he was anything.
So I don't know if they changed every word he was going to say within the script. So like, we need to change what you're saying, or if he was just delivering the lines so awfully that they're like, we need to clean this up in post. But something happened with his performance to where 99% of the movie where he's speaking, it was dubbed over in post. And it was just really not
the lines too. The lines that were that's the worst comic book villain ever, I think, in movies. I don't know
he was
the worst one, but that's every line. I don't think
worst ever.
What's worse? Please give me an example.
That fucking Whiplash from Iron Man 2, whatever it is.
Mickey,
I'm taking Whiplash over.
It has the least charisma.
I'd take Mickey.
No, it's Mickey. It's Mickey Rourke. So I like Mickey. No, it probably is. I mean, I can't think of anything. It's just a big statement. There's a lot of shit.
No, I know it sounds a bit hyperbolic, but then you watch it and you're like, the ADR is off. His lines are something.
It was shit. Yeah, it was terrible.
I don't know.
I couldn't believe we only got like 60 seconds of them in the suits. Like, I thought we were going to get a lot more of that, but it was
a superhero film. You know, the way they market it is not a superhero film. Strange.
At the end of the day, I don't know. I didn't hate this as much as I was expecting to, but also I saw it after seeing pretty much everyone's review. So I'm sure my expectations were below the floor going into it. So I still gave it like a 1.5 stars. Like, you know, I didn't hate my time with it. I was engaged for it. Everything I was seeing on screen was awful, but I wasn't like, you know, it's not one of those films that I was like, man, I want to just be scrolling my phone right now. Like, I'm not interested. I was like, I want to see where this goes. It didn't quite enter the so bad it's good territory, like we were saying, though, which I feel like Sony's really missing out on capitalizing on that. If they're going to continue just doing these terrible movies, to just really lean into it and like elevate the camp. But it seems like they're still in their mind trying to make these serious. But, you know, they got a cast of people. And then Dakota Johnson is tough to defend. She's almost like Mads Mikkelsen, where like, you just gotta tell people like watch Mads Mikkelsen's like international films, watch Another Round, watch The Hunt. He's really great. Don't just watch him in Indiana Jones and in Fantastic Beasts. Whereas like Dakota Johnson, everyone like in my TikTok comments are saying she's a terrible actress because like this and like they just know from this and like 50 Shades of Grey. But she's great. Like watch The Lost Daughter, watch Suspiria.
Bad Times of the El Royale, she's good in.
Have
you seen her interviews though? She's just. Have you seen the interview the other day where she was like, someone asked her how she got on with like Sydney Sweeney and her co-stars, and she was like, "Yeah, having them around was really fun." What was it? What did she say now? Like,
she was like, they all bonded, and I was just there.
Yeah, they all bonded. It's like Jesus Christ, it's so awkward.
Hey, I'll give Dakota Johnson credit for that. She's handled this press tour like a freaking champ, bro.
Did you see though? Yeah, that one person was trying to like egg her on and like instigate, like that line Amazon. I don't know what was that line
in the junket, the press junket,
the press junket about like the line of like, oh yeah, my mom was in the Amazon looking for spiders. It's like a really weird clunky line that's in the trailer.
It is a really weird.
Egg her on saying like, you went viral for this line, and then he's like trying to basically like make her like like seem like she's.
So many actors and actresses are just like not very online, and I also think a lot of people overreacted to when she said she hasn't seen the movie because I know Matt Damon said like he doesn't watch his movies. Like tons of actors don't watch any of their movies. I bet Dakota Johnson hasn't seen a single 50 Shades film. Like I feel like I can't imagine being an actor in that movie and be like, I'm going to watch this back in an audience full of people while they're like looking at me doing this. So I don't think it's that crazy that she hasn't seen it. But anything else anyone wants to say about Madam Web? I guess, is it the bottom of both of your Spider-Man universe rankings? Because it's not for me, but where does it rank in your Spider-Man verse rankings?
Dude, you got honestly,
I haven't seen Morbius, so I don't know. We're bottom now, but I haven't seen Morbius.
I'm gonna broaden the spectrum because I came out of this film thinking, like after really letting it marinate, I was thinking the only other superhero film I've ever seen that I would put this side by side with is Halle Berry's Catwoman.
Really? Yeah, that is the basketball.
Really? I think
worse than Fan Four Stick.
Yeah, I'm taking Fan Four Stick.
I think Catwoman's like so bad it's good territory though. I think that's funny.
I think this might be Catwoman though. You have to give it time. Like it's too soon. Like Madam Web, we have 15 years.
Catwoman has the vintage. Yeah, Catwoman has.
Also, Catwoman has like the time era. That it came out in.
And that's like,
this is coming out in 2024.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like if this came out in 2003 when it was like set in, then it would get some points on that. Because in 2003 we were getting a ton of like campy like we got freaking Blade Trinity.
Like the Blade,
I have this below, or I have this above Morbius and Let There Be Carnage for me personally. Let There Be Carnage is close. But I haven't
seen Venom 2. I've seen the first Venom. I haven't seen the second.
When you see Venom 2, you're gonna be like, this is like low key like.
I don't think I'll watch it. Like, why would I watch it?
If you didn't like Venom 1, there's no reason to watch it.
No, I thought Venom 1 was like fine. I didn't hate Venom.
Venom 1 is more than fine.
No, it's definitely the bottom. But like, do any of you guys have a favorite line from the film that you can remember? Because I have one.
Let's hear it.
Which one?
It's the one where she's getting all the exposition dump about her mother, and she's like, but I don't have like a bone disease or something like that, or like I don't have like a muscle problem. And I was like, this is the worst thing ever. I love it.
It's all based on like telling the audience exactly what's going on at each moment in time.
Okay.
It's so annoying.
The one time I like genuinely like laughed out loud, and I think we were supposed to laugh, is when she literally like trauma dumps and says that how her mom died when she gave birth to her, and she's talking to Emma Roberts' character, and she's fucking pregnant.
I mean, the classic one that's going all over Twitter is the, like, what, you never been shot at in Queens to Uncle Ben? It's like, it's a savage joke to be like foreshadowing him getting killed in Queens.
Not even that, too. The one where she's like, Ben's an uncle now. All the fun, no responsibility. I literally I wanted to get out like in the theater right now. Brother. And they kept this is also why these Sony movies stink. Quit hinting at Peter Parker in these movies. She's talking about like how the baby keeps leaping around in her stomach. And then like they're like, oh, what should we name him? What should we name him? And I'm like, if you say Peter, I'm going to scream out loud right now. And you know what's crazy? Because I'm not disrespect people that watch movies, right? But I'm going to disrespect people behind me. Because I can just tell they see like 2 movies a year. I'm being that guy. I'm gatekeeping. I heard them go like, "Oh my god, that's the line from Spider-Man." When they said the responsibility thing to her in the movie, like because one of the spider people.
Yeah.
I don't even know what they were, but they were described great responsibility, blah blah blah. And they're like, "Yeah, that's the line from Spider-Man." Oh my god! And I was like, "There's no way you're like eating this up right now." But hey,
dude, to be fair, I will also give them credit for this because I thought they were gonna drop that line from the fortune cookie. Like I thought Ben
that
was
was
gonna
terrible.
I thought Ben was gonna open up the fortune cookie and it would have said like that great responsibility.
Oh my.
Adam Scott being Uncle Ben too. I didn't know who he was in the movie until they said Ben, and I was
didn't.
I was like, Uncle Ben is a paramedic before, bro. What are we doing? And then Emma Roberts, like we said, biggest out of nowhere thing. I didn't know she was in the film. And
yeah, exactly.
I don't think anyone did. I've seen this on Twitter all the time. I didn't know.
Like, what the hell is Emma Roberts playing? And then I see that it's Peter Parker's mother, and I was like,
It's like the baby's baby shower, and the dad's just like on a business trip.
Yeah, I don't get it.
He's in Shanghai or something. They said. I was like,
I could honestly see this like in a few years being like a campy classic. And just thinking back to the scenes of every time where Dakota Johnson's like, "Don't do that. Something bad's gonna happen." Like, no, fuck off. And then just like an ambulance just crashes and everyone dies. I'm like, Jesus Christ! And it just kept happening. She's like, "Please don't do that." And they're like, "Shut up, woman." And then like they just go off and die in a car accident. I'm like, okay, this might end up being pretty funny in a couple of years.
Oh my! And the flashback scene, like every flashback, like it felt like the audio was piercing at my like ears. Like I hated the way they did like
that makes him really bad.
Powers, and then like at the end. She gains the bill. She basically becomes Jesus Christ. I don't know. She like multiplies herself like she's a Echo in Ben 10, and like a three of her. Like it's just like the most like the third act is one of the worst things ever. I think honestly, just stuff happens for the sake of the plot and happening and moving it forward with like no explanation whatsoever.
Yeah, and then what happens to the helicopter again? That's coming to Sam. It's like you need to get higher. Like we can't save you here. And then like they just get exploded and killed. There's a lot of death in this movie, dude. Like surprisingly a lot of death.
All the cops that got just absolutely eviscerated in the subway.
Oh man, but
she drove an ambulance through a Calvin Klein ad. Bro, it's so dumb. It's so dumb, and it's not like in the like we're making it sound so much more like funny. Like when I'm watching this, I literally was my eyes were rolled back to my head. It wasn't fun watching it, but like it just sounds a lot better, I guess, because it's
we're making the extra connections to make these moments funnier. Whereas when you watch them, they just deliver it so bland and lifelessly that, like we said, it just doesn't ever get to the level of where you can laugh at it. But
and just like once again. Sydney Sweeney being a dork in this movie, her screaming Cassie was kind of like a fun little meta moment because like obviously her character in Euphoria is named Cassie, but like, I don't know what were they cooking out of inspired?
They were cooking nothing. I think we can button up Madam Web there, and we'll get to more positive Marvel news with all the comic book movie news we had this week. We'll start with the Fantastic Four cast being put in quotes revealed. It's been kind of what we've been expecting for about a half a year now, but it's official now. They dropped that surprise Valentine's Day retro poster with Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, Vanessa Kirby, Susan Storm, Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, and Ebon Moss Bacharach as Ben Grimm. What are we thinking of the casting?
Excited? I should have been the Thing.
Nah, that was my.
I mean. Hey,
I'm bold. Bro.
You're British, though. You can't be taking our roles anymore. You know what I mean? Yeah, you guys have already got Spider-Man. Like, come on.
I get it. That's fine.
I think they went 2 of 4. They went 2 of 4 in the casting.
Well, so obviously, you guys know. I don't even remember the Fantastic Four movies, but the weird cast choice for me was Pedro Pascal. I think that's bizarre. I don't
see it.
Him.
Did you see the clip of him how it's showing the cast session
weird
how he memorizes his lines?
So weird.
So maybe he can play that nerd better.
He's like the Zodiac. Yeah, like it's like his lines, like he organizes like the Zodiac killer.
Yeah, and it was the first letter of every word for every line.
He acknowledged. No, I was like, holy shit, like what is it? But he acknowledged and he's like, oh, what am I, the Unabomber or something like that? He like joked around about it. But I like was watching. I was like, that's how you memorize your lines.
How old is what's his name?
Pedro
Pascal. No, who he's playing? How old is he meant to be? The guy,
Reed Richards. So when do we know? Well, do we have confirmed when this takes place? Because that would.
Oh yeah, that's good. I just feel like it's very like popular cast, obvious, boring choice. You know, I mean, I don't know. I don't fucking know shit about these films, but I just feel like he's a bit old. Maybe he's not, but I just feel like he's a bit old. I feel like I don't picture him as that. Pedro Pascal is what, like late 40s? Maybe
might be early
late 40s. He doesn't. I don't think he's late.
I think
maybe mid 40s. I don't know. It just seems like a really kind of. I love Pedro Pascal. It just seems like a boring choice for me. 48? Is he actually 40?
Matt, was the first thing supposed to be Adam Driver? I know like the strikes and everything happened. Was that supposed to be who it was like before?
Yeah, Adam Driver got the offer, and then he was in talks for a while. That ended up falling through because the script kept on changing. Then Matt Smith got an offer. Jake Gyllenhaal got an offer.
Matt Smith isn't a bad shout to be,
I can see him, man. Thank God Adam Driver didn't take it. Jesus Christ.
I'm just imagine Jake Gyllenhaal taking it. Also, how would that work? He's Mysterio, but like at the same time, I get it. Like it doesn't really matter.
He could be both.
They're thrown, Yeah, but it's also
like a Gemma Chan situation.
I'm really happy it wasn't John Krasinski and Emily Blunt as the couple pair. I saw people doing that. I'm like, I don't need the married couple as like the married couple in the movie. Like that's too meta. Yeah. Like just Vanessa Kirby's great for Susan Storm. I think that's my favorite of the four.
She's a really good actress.
Yeah,
a lot of people love the Ebon Moss-Bachrach casting. I saw like 4 episodes of The Bear.
I don't know who he is
somehow. I only know him from The Bear, but he was also in Girls, which I haven't seen. But I don't know. Like everyone's excited about his casting. To me, I just haven't seen enough of him to like have an opinion either way.
At least it's an interesting choice. It's not just someone.
I've only seen 6 episodes of The Bear season 1, but like he's one of the best parts. Like one of my favorite scenes is when he's like, you have to watch it. That's like he's like, let me cook. It's a great scene.
I think I've seen that.
He's really good. But Vanessa Kirby banger. That's the best one by far. Mm-hmm. And then Ebon Moss-Bachrach, and then the other two like Joseph Quinn. I'm not gonna. He's been getting ragged and dogged on Twitter because Stranger Things, but also I don't see it. But like once again, people didn't see it here.
But I also feel like we haven't seen Joseph Quinn in much. We've seen him in Stranger Things, but like he has A Quiet Place Day 1 coming out. He's in Gladiator 2. Yeah. Like I think he could pull it off, but
it makes it more interesting though. I think like just to cast someone like that rather than just to go with
a safe choice.
Yeah, I think it makes it more interesting long term. Like people complain about it now, but I think these are the casting choices that we usually see succeed rather than fail, which is the obvious.
Because you could say the same thing. So many people said it with Robert Pattinson when he got cast.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, people were like, he's not big enough.
I think from a quartet standpoint, they cast pretty well here because Pedro Pascal's like in a ton of shit, but very famous. Like everyone knows who he is looking at his face. Vanessa Kirby's in a ton of stuff, but I feel like she doesn't have the same level of like name recognition as Pedro Pascal to like the layman that sees a couple movies a year. So you have 2 very experienced but different levels of fame. Joseph Quinn and Ebon Moss-Bachrach, like obviously great actors, but I mean, I guess a lot of people know Joseph Quinn because of Stranger Things, but I feel like they kind of went a good range. They had some people who are like a little newer in their career, and I don't know. Then we have Galactus, reportedly the main villain, with Javier Bardem as the top choice for the role.
Javier Bardem is every villain ever at this point. I swear to God.
I think he's in everything at this point.
He is in everything. I'm sure he is.
He's in Shout Out to Dune. I like about to see him in a little bit, but like I'm like
Shout Out to The Little Mermaid from last year. Shout Out to Little Mermaid.
I'm trying to erase that from my memory. I forgot he was
that is the most erasable memory film ever. Like it wasn't that bad. It's just like I've never thought about it since. Like not once.
Also, like the film was pretty ugly. Like that's the whole.
It was very ugly.
That's all remakes that are Disney. Nearly all of them.
Shout Mufasa, give me shit, obviously.
And then Marvel's also currently searching for an actor to play Silver Surfer. I don't know.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm here. Alex is I'll shave the head. I can be pretty mundane and boring and stoic.
It's like the Silver Surfer and the Thing, like casting is odd because you have like them when they're normal selves, but then once they kind of transition, you're kind of like the casting choice kind of just goes away. It's like your voice acting at that point still, but
dude, you know who'd be sick? Lakeith Stanfield.
Ooh, that's a good.
I saw that for like Reed Richards too. He could be great as both, or anything. Honestly,
I think
he's just a fucking great actor anyway. Yeah. So don't put him in Marvel. Don't ruin him. What do you mean? What are we doing? Don't put him in franchises. We don't need that. Is he in a franchise really? I feel like he is actually. Maybe
I'm trying to think.
Haunted Mansion. I'm not a franchise, but what was he doing?
Disney already they tried to ruin him. Yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but like,
I think he's so good. Like
he's so good.
So good.
He already got the Disney bag stuffing, so he doesn't need any more from Disney.
Yeah,
he got his bag.
Get him back with Jordan Peele.
And then we got the Deadpool and Wolverine trailer, obviously during the Super Bowl. Level of hype. How you feeling, Supes and Alex?
Unreal. Feels like Marvel's back.
I mean, Supes, you had the reaction, of course, that went, uber viral. Like you have reactions go viral, but I don't remember one taking off quite like this one did.
Yeah, that was I think the other one was better, Supes. The X-Men one. Mm-hmm. That really made me laugh when you just did that. You're like
you made a tweet too. I was like, I remember I tweeted at you like, "Oh, where's your reaction, Matt?" I was like, "Bro, what the hell?" Because everyone was posting. I was like, "Dude, where is yours?" I don't give a shit about anyone else.
I love Matt's reactions. I think they're so funny. I think they're hilarious, man. So good.
I use that Scream one sometimes. I send it in my own group chat. I'm like, this is
No,
the greatest. Like,
I've been playing
for emotion.
I don't know what you two did. The thing come on Twitter, the one where Matt's holding up the Batman T-shirt and he just screams out of nowhere. I've been playing that to Anna so much.
You see?
It's like it comes out of nowhere. It's so fucking funny.
And someone was like, "Yeah, me when I get like hit by my ceiling fan and my head comes off like that." And
there's so many captions. Oh, when I saw it, I was like, "I've never seen that video before." I was crying.
I wasn't even on like social media like that for like a side of the space, so I missed the Batman hype. Like,
was that like just before the Batman came out? Supes like just before. Okay, yeah.
God, I wish I was there.
To me, nothing will ever top Supes being carried out of the theater. What movie was that for?
That was Black Adam. Oh my God.
That was Black Adam. Yeah, it was.
That's peak for me. Nothing's been better than that.
Dude, it's so funny how like so many people like genuinely take that like video serious. But like me and my friends came out of that, and bro, we literally tweeted out just like the info for that screening, and like 30 people showed up. So like we had just finished up the movie and we were like, "Yo, we gotta film a bit real quick." And then
was Evan in that as well? Evan Solo. That's very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you, Supes, and the Skate Podcast are two people that I feel like people in the film sphere, like on Twitter and stuff, like at this point, like know, like we understand, we like them. Like it's whereas I feel like people who are like average see on the For You page.
No,
still,
people haven't come round to Escape yet. I'm there.
I'm
people
there too.
I'm there with them now, but people are still hating them.
The film's
God forbid they mentioned Scorsese.
Yeah, but they are. Their Scorsese takes are fucking moronic, and I said that.
That
to Hot Guy came on my live, and I said
like they mean them. So like I don't really like if they were like I feel like they're not rage baiting. I feel like they're actually genuine, but like
no, I like it more. I actually no, but they actually do mean that. I don't think they're.
I'd rather that than like people.
Yeah, same. I think when I see some of their clips on Twitter, I think they're genuinely very funny. Like
they're
not in a, they're actually. I get it. You know, I see them now, and I'm like, that's actually fucking funny. But I mean,
like they mean everything they say. Like
I believe it now. I definitely believe it.
That take I was watching one of the clips and it was like Matt, you just pulled out of nowhere because it was a BVS take, and I was like fully like on board with you because what's his face Andrew was like, nah, it's ass. And then you were like, they were talking about the Martha scene. And
they're talking about Martha.
That's a whole other thing. But I think the Martha scene's actually really good. But like, you know.
When Supes went on their pod and said that Suicide Squad, the David Ayer one, was the best, I felt like an idiot for I bought that hook, line, and sinker. You were a good actor there. I was like, bro's not cracking right now. He's saying that's the best DCEU movie. And you got me. And I felt like an idiot when you were like, no, I'm joking. I'm like, fuck, why did I even believe that for a second? I was like trying to look up your letterbox like on my other screen, being like, what's his ratings for? Like, there's no way he actually rates it highly. Like, you got me on that one. But is this a hot take? So I like Deadpool 2 more than Deadpool 1.
Really? I don't think that's a hot take.
I think the emotion in Deadpool 2 is so good between him and his
I don't like what they
fiance.
Dude, Deadpool 2 is like surprisingly like a pretty fairly serious movie. Like,
it's like way more serious than the first one. It still has its comedy, but I thought I don't know. I like the tone more in the second. First one, not as much. I didn't care for the villain as much in the first one.
I think I'd like it.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's
you like I don't know who's a character in there that's really Colossus. Colossus is always like really like has great.
Is he like my Shark or Drax? You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like.
I need one of them to enjoy it. You know, I need one of them guys there.
There's a scene at the end when they win the big battle, whatever, you know how superhero movies work, and like Colossus cracks a joke and no one acknowledges him, but you like there's like you see in the back of Colossus' face just go. It's like
that's kind of my shit. I need
Drax and Shark coded for sure. But so we have
who's better? I actually want to ask you all who's better, Drax or Shark? Just whilst I've got
Drax. Drax. Batista's like
Shark. When I watched the Suicide Squad, there's one line that made me cry with the Shark man, and it's when they're all on the walkie-talkies and he just goes bird, bro. I was dying, and I don't know if I've ever laughed that much at a superhero film like, but he just goes bird, and he's just staring at me. That fucking got me so bad. So maybe if there's one of them in Deadpool, I'll enjoy it.
Kind of opposite because I feel like Drax has had like a lot of emotional ones. Like I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy 2. We've
had way more Drax screen time.
Hardbilary Battery is a banger, you know. That kind of got me as well. Like, and when
Batista's
he kicks
a great actor. Shout out to Batista. Dune 2 again. It's all Dune 2 coded. Everything in life is Dune.
No, yeah, Batista's good. When does Deadpool 3 come out?
July.
It comes
July
out
26th.
July 26th.
Okay, I'll have to watch
plenty of time to watch.
Yeah, I'll watch them before.
We have no idea who the villain is, right? All we know is Deadpool and Wolverine are together, and that's kind of what we know.
No, we do know who the villain is.
We do. Okay, enlighten
us. Cassandra Nova Xavier. She's basically the evil twin sister of Charles Xavier, and she's gonna be played by Emma Corrin. And she basically has all of the same powers as Charles, but
Emma who?
Emma Corrin.
Emma Corrin. She played Princess Diana on The Crown, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the character that like Charles tried to like kill her at birth or something like that, and then like she survives, and then interesting.
He tried to kill her in the womb.
Yeah, interesting. So that trailer. Do you guys want to talk in depth about the trailer? Because like
go for it.
Like the first thing that stood out to me is Tom from Succession. Shout out to
Tom Wambsgans.
Great actor. I was like, oh my god, he's in this.
Matthew McFadden. Yeah, shout out him.
I feel like I'm getting the vibe. This is like the trailer is very the Batman coded in the sense that like this feels like the first like 30% of the movie, and that's all that we're getting. Like, because I don't know where they're gonna take this. Because like it feels like they showed a lot, but it's all like the same general stuff. It's like we haven't even tapped what we're gonna see in this film. But I thought it was cool. I thought like the TVA, you're gonna have to watch your Disney Plus shows, which is but Loki's good. Don't worry. But I thought the hype's there. They didn't show Hugh Jackman's Wolverine because I saw Twitter was outraged, but I'm like, not many people are chronically online like us, so they didn't see not a lot of people haven't seen the full suit yet. But I thought they handled it well. I thought the hype's there. There's some cool stuff. I liked it. I'm there for it. We will be there.
Mm-hmm. It's the one MCU movie this year, so all the cards are on the table for this. And
did anyone see Echo? I didn't see Echo because I know that came out this year too. Was it any good?
I think it came out end of last year.
People said it was like it was.
I know you saw. I see the reaction right now. I know you saw.
People say it was terrible.
Supes?
Like, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Which is weird because when I saw people like reacting to the trailer on TikTok, everyone was like, "Oh, this looks fucking." Like,
I thought the trailer.
The trailer was money. The trailer was money.
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, I mean, from what I saw, the trailer looks like actually pretty cool and like interesting, but apparently. No,
I didn't know they dropped it all at once because like I saw it was like 5 episodes and it was all like listen.
Well, there was no one speaking about it either. I didn't see like many reviews or anything like that.
They gotta stop this 5 to 6 episode for like they know it's not working, but they keep trying to like shove a square peg into like a circle hole. Like it's not working. Like can we stop doing?
Has that been the same since they did the first shows? Like the whole time, like the 5-6 episode format.
Yeah,
for most of them.
Yeah. Loki's the only one that I mean honestly. So. I'm not the biggest. I think WandaVision is great because WandaVision is like one of the exceptions. It's like 8 or, the finale, whether it's Stick to Landing, some it didn't, some it did, but that's like probably like the second best show. I think Loki's the only one that has the 6 episode format down to a T. And then I'm not the biggest fan of Ms. Marvel, but Ms. Marvel is one of the more cohesive start finish. It feels like the 6 episodes suited it well. Whether I didn't really care as much, but it flowed well. The other ones, it feels like they just get rushed and it's abrupt. Like the endings are, a lot of them aren't that great, if I'm being honest. But, that's just, I'm hoping they stop this for a while. Stop the TV shows. I don't need them anymore. I just stick to movies.
Yeah, it's good that they're slowing down because I feel like after Deadpool, they're going to obviously have a lot of momentum and they just got to carry that, continue it over into the next one.
Well, speaking of TV shows, we got the trailer for X-Men 97, which is kicking off a new sect of Marvel called Marvel Animation, releasing March 20th on Disney+. This is the second Supes reaction of the week. How hyped are we? Big week for X-Men. X-Men's having a moment right now.
Yeah, sick. Like, I don't know. Like, after the past 2 years where, like, the MCU has just focused so much on, like, C-list, D-list, E-list characters, it's just sick to have finished up a week where Marvel dropped a trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine, X-Men 97, Fantastic Four. Like, they're getting back to the superstars, and that's what the MCU needs. The MCU needs people to care again, and people obviously care about these characters. When it came to X-Men 97, a lot of us grew up watching that show and just that whole like animated universe with the Spider-Man animated series, the Fantastic Four, the Iron Man series. Like, And now just hearing that X-Men theme, bro, it feels like it's like crack.
Yeah, and we'll see how it does, but they're kicking off Marvel animation now. So in theory, you'd think they're about to be doing all kinds of animated shows and content, which I'd be here for. I feel like it's been a while since we've seen like, Spider-Man animated series. I don't know. It seems like they're going to be going all in on animation a bit here, which we'll see how it goes. If it's like their live action shows, not great, but I don't know. The trailer looked good. The aesthetic looks great. I don't know. You watch any of the animated shows growing up, Alex?
Yeah, I know it's a shot in the dark, but I know I just really hope, and I don't think Sony will be for this, but if they can bring back the Spectacular Spider-Man now, like that would be the best thing literally ever. That is by far the best Spider-Man media that's not like Spider-Man 2 or like the Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
It never got a conclusion. It literally ends it abruptly in season 2.
I know. It ends on a cliffhanger.
It lands on a cliffhanger, and they have the storyboards and everything. They had it planned out for like 6 or so. I don't know. They were supposed to go up to college and pass that too.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, that's one, if they can get the agreement with Sony, because I remember when the show canceled, it's because Disney got the rights or whatever. And then they made was it the Ultimate Spider-Man with Drake Bell? I think
yeah.
That one is it's not made for, it's very kid media, like child media. It's not really like, it's very like stimulating. It's not really like, But I hope they can bring that back. But yeah, all the cartoons, I'm hyped. I think X-Men coming back is phenomenal. It feels like when the Clone Wars got their season 7. It feels we're getting the conclusion we needed. I love it.
Just jumping over to, I guess here quick. One more Marvel piece of news. Nicolas Cage in talks to return for the live action Spider-Man Noir series. Fun. I don't know. Sure, why not? Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, shit. Coming up from Madam Web, I hope they have better people on that project.
I mean, they have Nick Cage already, so that's already a big win.
Exactly. Nick Cage signing on, that shows me that, the project has to be somewhat good, right?
But he does
Nick
do a lot
Cage
of tinkering.
89 films a year, Matt.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's working a lot.
Wait, it's live action, you said?
Mm-hmm.
It's live action, yeah.
Live action?
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick Cage is not...
Nick Cage is a detective noir Spider-Man. Just sounds like there's no way it's not either going to be great or like funny, bad enough it's funny. Like there's no way it's going to be like Madam Web where you're like, you can't laugh at it.
It's just like, why are we... At least, Sony, at least you're doing a Spider-Man, like a version of something, because I'm surprised they haven't tried to tap into Spider-Man 2099 and doing like a movie with that, because like that's something we do. But like
is that not rumored? I thought it was.
I don't know. They could do that. They could do like Spider-Verse. Really just showed us there's so much potential with other Spider-Man characters, but they're like, let's do Morbius. Let's do
El Muerto.
Yeah, that's scrapped.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Bad Bunny.
Yeah, I did.
But I just rewatched National Treasure. If you literally just have Nick Cage's National Treasure character and put him in like a detective jacket in that universe, it'd be perfect. Like he's just looking at a pen. He's like, what was penned? Who was penned? Where was penned? Like if you just have detective noir Spider-Man do that, perfect. That's all you need. But then on the DC side of things, we got another look at Joker Folly Do. I kind of just wanted to mention that to see like Supes, Alex, what's your opinion on Joker 1? And then how excited are you for the second one? That's maybe musical, maybe not. They're being very tongue in cheek with that.
Oh, here we go.
I really like Joker 1. First of all, I love how like controversial Joker is. Like it's either you love it or
you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. There's a lot of people in the middle as well.
I do think it's a bit overrated for sure. But I do really like it, and I like that DC took a swing on such a different type of superhero project, in a day and age where it feels like in a lot of ways we're getting a lot of similar things. But Joker stands out. Ballsy as hell to do Joker 2 and make it like a musical. Bring in Lady Gaga, pair her up with Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin never really returns for sequels, so there must be something here.
Is this the first sequel he's ever done? It probably is, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. Interesting. But what isn't ballsy is they're taking the road of let's not market it as a musical. Let's just
they're doing the one.
Yeah, I don't like that.
They're doing that with Wicked too. Like
I get it. I do get it because it's like they do make significantly less money, but at the same time,
just full commit. Like people like musicals. I mean, also like it's Joker. People are gonna see Joker, but I mean that comes back to like I have my opinions on Joker. Like the first one, I've like only gotten like worse. It seems when I first saw it, I was like, this is like such a game changer. Like the more I kept rewatching it, I was like, well, it's kind of like very Taxi Driver, and I was like, oh wow, this is like I keep watching it. I'm like, damn, I can just see out. Like I mean, they even have De Niro, but it's also not even just Joker. Like it's just like a character study of this specific character, but let's slap Joker on it. You know what I mean?
To me, to be fair, to me, like it's not. I don't think his Joker is a bad film by any means. Like I don't dislike it. I think I give it like a 3 stars. I think it's fine. But I don't think the biggest issue is it's very King of Comedy, Taxi Driver-esque, which everyone already fucking goes on about, which is true. You know, it is derivative of that. That's not my kind of biggest issue. I just, you know, for me personally, I think it's quite a shallow film just on mental health in general. But I also think that there is potential with the second one to be better, in my opinion, with the way they're taking it. I actually weirdly quite like the musical approach. I think it puts an interesting spin in a universe like that. I think it could come across as kind of dark, you know, kind of goth-esque, you know, like a Sweeney Todd of that kind of nature. And I think that it could work. But I think it's going to do really well, whatever, because the first one, what is the highest rated, the highest grossing R-rated film? Yeah, I think it got over $1 billion. And like Matt said, you know, Joaquin Phoenix doesn't return for, he's not, you know, it's his first sequel he's ever done. I'm not sure what else would have sequeled anyway. He's maybe got obviously Gladiator. That's kind of about it, but you know,
I don't even know. Like you're campaigning for Signs 2?
Really? Yeah. For real. But yeah, I don't know. Like it's, I think it could be okay. Joker's very, very much a film you're not really allowed to give your opinion on, because if you like it, you're not allowed. If you don't like it, you have to like it. So
yeah, it's cool. Like once again, like a lot of it when you rewatch it, it's very like spelled out. Like I used to think it was like a great take on mental health, but like I'm like watching back that like, what do you get when you cross a mentally ill loner? I'm like, that's like, guys.
I think that scene's shit. I'll be honest. Like I don't like that scene at all.
Yeah, it's.
I think Joaquin Phoenix is great in it though.
I like the scene where he has the blood. That's cool though.
I think like some of the visuals are really cool. Like really, really cool, especially in the kind of the opening hour.
Also, like, nah, it's just weird. It's like they just slapped Joker on here. It's like it's a whole different thing. But I mean, it's also weird because like Joaquin Phoenix won Best Actor for this, and I'm like,
I think I'd go Adam Driver from that year. I think, you know, for Marriage Story.
2019, really? I'm deep. There's a lot of great, and
was that also Bradley Cooper's year?
I think that was 2018, wasn't it?
2018.
That was when Rami Malek won.
Yeah.
It was 29. There's a lot. Yeah. Harrison. I'm trying to think of things that came out that year. Once Upon a Hollywood came out that year.
Because actually, interesting. I think that completely random take, and we can move on after this. Like Leo, Once Upon a Hollywood, I think that's his best performance ever, personally.
Really?
So I think he should have won. Actually, thinking about it, him or Adam Driver, maybe for me.
Yeah,
that's another thing that like I've grown like to love more. I used to be like one of my bottom Tarantinos, and I rewatched it, and I was like, "This is."
I've only seen it once. I think it'll grow. Like you said,
it's only gotten better.
That's wild, though. Joker's a movie that you can't talk. If you say you don't like it on TikTok, you're gonna get destroyed. If you say you like it on Twitter, you're gonna get destroyed. It's just like very
that's so true. Actually,
you cannot say you like Joker on Twitter, but you cannot say you dislike it on TikTok. And the audience are very. But leaving comic book movie news, we got so many trailers in the Super Bowl. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes releasing May 10th. That trailer was honestly, I don't know, looked pretty. It has my attention. I'll say that it looks pretty damn good.
I'm pretty excited for this.
What's a wonderful day! We will be there. We will be there for that.
This is one I'm looking forward to.
I mean, so let's see. This is I always get confused with this franchise. So this is several years after War of the Planet of the Apes, like many years, decades.
It follows. I think it's a few like.
They said it's 300.
Oh,
300. I think it's like 300 years. 300. War for the Planet.
And at this
point, I
think this is completely taken over. But it looks great. Like I mean, they just have the motion capture and the CGI down to like a T with these movies. Like they're always so good. I don't know.
The director has only done like the Maze Runner films.
That's the only worry. That's not Matt Reeves this time.
Yeah, no Andy Serkis, I don't think.
I did check this. I don't know why I checked this. Because I was looking at the cinematographer. It's also his debut cinematographer role. He's actually like production designer. So again,
oh wow,
let's be hopeful.
Yeah, no, I think this could be cool. I mean, they've never let us down before, other than Tim Burton. Tim Burton. Tim Burton. Is that his name?
Yes.
Tim
The one
Burton.
that did the Mark Wahlberg ones.
My brain just went really weird then. Yeah, Tim Burton. But like the recent ones, the recent 3, all good. Especially the second and third one. So, there's no real signs that this is going to be bad. Like, I'm definitely watching. I think it looks pretty cool. And like you said, they've nailed the motion capture. I think it looks amazing. Always.
Yeah.
The budgets aren't like crazy high. I don't think either. Like comparatively to like Marvel, whatever. I don't think.
Yeah. We also got a trailer for Inside Out 2. Supes, how highly do you hold Inside Out 1 in your Pixar frame?
It's the worst one, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I'm an Inside Out hater, bro. I'm an Inside Out like.
Oh shit! Based Matt.
Whoa,
Wow,
bro.
wait.
I'm like. That's one of my most hated movies of all time. Swear.
So it's under Cars 2?
No, he's lying. No, he's lying. Like somebody's face.
Tell me you're trolling.
I'm dead serious.
Nah, he's trying.
He's trying to give me
I'm dead serious.
Because I give you
that's
like
one of my most hated films.
There's no way people can say it's the worst.
No, I think it's fine, but I think it's like lower end Pixar. I think it's fine.
You can't say it's like worse than The Good Dinosaur. Like,
oh no, I'm taking Good Dinosaur. Yeah,
I have.
No, he's good at this. He can play the bit for long, just like
I'm dead serious, boys.
You can tell.
I'm taking
Matt,
The Good Dinosaur moved me more than Inside Out.
Matt, you're not a good player.
This is why you need a damn letterbox so we can fact check you.
Yeah, because there's no way The Good Dinosaur is higher than Inside Out. It's like Inside Out's my second best Pixar, I think.
What?
Man,
it's like 20. I think I have like 24th. I'll be honest. I have like 26.
24th.
No, it's probably like it's not that bad. It's probably like 19.
Not in the top 10.
It's not in my top 20. It might be just in my top 20.
Really, just off the top of the dome, my Mount Rushmore is like Toy Story 3, Inside Out, Incredible. No order, by the way. Incredibles, Ratatouille.
No Monsters Inc. is crazy, by the way. Monsters Inc.
Also, keep in mind, I haven't seen like Monsters Inc. in like 10 years. So,
bro, I rewatched Monsters Inc. Like,
this is slams inside.
I've seen
so
Monsters
good.
University more recent than I've seen Monsters Inc. And I have
Monsters University is so good. I think though. I think Monsters University is great.
I think it's good for Uzma Kappa, but I have Monsters Inc. on VHS, and the last time I watched Monsters Inc.
Oh, you need to boot. You need to boot the
10 years ago. Listen, I love Monsters Inc. I think it's in my top 10. It should be.
It's Monsters Inc.
I also have. I actually have all 4 Toy Stories in my top 10 because I'm a meat writer. But like, listen,
I have 3
of
them.
Toy Story is
the best.
I think that Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 are just so unbelievably close together. Anyway, it's like hard to split.
And 4 is great. 4, I think
4 is good. I think 4 is good.
I have 4 to 4.5 on 5.
Really?
Wait, so Supes, what about Inside Out makes it so bad to you? It just didn't click for you? Like,
dude, I mean, rip Bing Bong, bro. They did Bing Bong dirty. Fuck sadness. I'm just it's so annoying, bro. It's so annoying watching the movie and just sadness is just going around ruining freaking everything for no reason whatsoever, just because she's sad. And yeah, that really pissed me off. And then Big Bong had to sacrifice his life to save her.
Riley.
That broke my heart. Fuck that.
So Mount Rushmore of worst Pixar movies.
What's your Mount Rushmore of Pixar?
Of worst Pixar.
No, I want Mount Rushmore of worst Pixar.
Okay. So it's easy. Cars 2, Cars 3, Cars 1.
And Good Dinosaur. And
I'm joking. Cars 2, Cars 3, The Good Dinosaur, and Lightyear. There you go. That's 4.
Okay, Lightyear's not that bad. Come on.
Lightyear's
no, Finding Dory. I'll take Lightyear over Finding Dory.
Finding Dory is very forgettable, but it had some moments here and there. It's not good. It's not great.
The only guarantee on here is Cars 2. That shit stinks. That is.
Cars, I think Cars 2 and Cars 3 should both be on there.
Me too.
I'd take Cars 2 over Cars 3. I think.
I think they're both terrible, so it doesn't matter.
Popping Baby versus Cholera Baby.
Yeah.
Wait, is Cars 2?
Oh, I don't like Brave that much either. Actually, I don't think Brave is very good.
I like Brave. I don't think it's like bottom 4.
It's not great. No, it's not bottom 4.
But she's all right. You know what I mean? That's how it is.
It's not bottom 4. It's not bottom 4.
Good Dinosaur, Cars 2. They're the only guarantees on there.
Do you know what? When I look at Pixar, there is like fair play. They've not missed many songs. The only ones I have a 2.5 or below is Good Dinosaur, all the Cars films, and Lightyear. That's it. So it's pretty good, to be honest.
Yeah, Cars 1's pretty okay too.
You are? Cars what? Cars what? I just don't like Cars.
It might be there too, honestly.
No, Cars 1's fine. Like, it's not terrible by any means.
I like the characters. I just don't. the movie, like Cars 2, really just like
Cars 2.
Like it really, like I remember seeing that in the theaters, and I was like, "What is this spy shit? What am I watching right now? This is so bad." And then Cars 3 has like what Jackson Storm and everything, and then
talk about something you can't speak about on TikTok. You can't
like,
speak about Cars film.
They skip Lightning McQueen's arc. Like that arc works. I like that whole him being washed up, but like the second movie has nothing to do with that. So like it's like a weird jump to like that, and then I don't know.
Did you guys like Elemental? I just thought that was like pretty average, maybe fine.
It was fine.
Good movie.
It was a good like 7, 8 out of 10.
So would Inside Out would make your bottom 4, Supes?
Easily.
What's the other 3 with?
I feel like I just look at you and I feel like you're lying. You know,
Dude, I've said this on the Escape podcast. Like I've said this on multiple podcasts. Like I'm selling this. Yeah, Inside Out, Cars 2, Cars 3.
I thought everyone has the same one, really.
And then I'm debating 4.
Toy Story 4.
No,
don't do that.
Toy Story 4. I mean, I don't think Toy Story 4 is like bottom 4 necessarily worst, but like I just dislike it.
Well,
I think Toy Story 4 is pretty good, man. I
think it's. I thought at first it wasn't necessary, and I put it off for so long that I watched.
But no film's like necessary, you know. Like it's whatever.
You like Lightyear more than
you have a trilogy like that. You don't need to continue really, but like I think they did a good job of like Woody got his send off. Like it makes
yeah. No, I'd put Lightyear. I'd take Toy Story 4 over Lightyear. So Lightyear in bottom 4.
I didn't like Lightyear very much. I really just didn't.
Do you think that like? Because I mean, like with these recent Pixars, so I guess we haven't really gotten like a true classic in a minute. Do you think it's because
we have actually? We have
what
Luca?
Luca is fucking.
I haven't seen
Soul's the number 1 Pixar movie.
Oh, come on. Are you Cam Walsh now? Fucking hell, man.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen any of the new Pixar. I think
Luca is really good. And it's like 70 minutes. It made me cry. It's really good. Like,
really? Are you like serious? Luca?
No, bro. I have Luca a 4.5. Like, I love Luca.
Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Hold on. Wait. Did I say my Mount Rushmore? I think I might put Coco in my Mount Rushmore instead of Reddit.
Yeah, Coco's in the conversation.
I think Coco has the second best villain in Pixar.
Mm-hmm.
With Ernesto.
Who's number 1?
Syndrome. Come on, man. Like, Syndrome Incredibles. That is the fucking guy. Are you joking? Syndrome's the guy, man.
The bear in Toy Story 3.
Lotso's the best.
No, I'm taking Lotso.
Syndrome has everything. His like art from the start and like the motivations behind it. It goes from Buddy to Syndrome like that. But
Lotso is more menacing than Syndrome. I'm more scared of Lotso than Syndrome.
Yeah.
You're scared of a purple teddy bear? That's wild.
It's not the point.
That's crazy.
Do you guys think that like people are getting like, or are you guys getting tired of like the same old animation style that they provide, like Pixar? Do you think that's a factor? Like in the fact that like
not really. I think it's just the stories are getting repetitive. They're very. It's a tough one because I think Pixar, essentially, their films they're very heavy-handed films. Like we saw that Elemental. They're very spoon-fed, but they are made for kids, and it's like, are they getting old? Are they getting tiring, or am I just growing up? Like my Pixar top 10 is 9 of those films of things the ones I grew up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't love new ones because I'm not a kid.
Those are also all the films that you like, or that we like, I guess, are made for like all fans. I think it's families. It's obviously geared a little more towards kids, but like I think anyone can watch that. Like watch The Incredibles or watch.
Yeah, The Incredibles is like actually a genuine good adult kind of superhero drama. Mm-hmm. It really Incredibles is definitely a standout.
And then like now that you mentioned that, Brad Bird, where has he been? Where did he go?
And like he did last night saying that he needs to be let out of director jail because he's done basically Pixar's greatest.
Ghost Protocol.
Ghost Protocol's great.
He did the Iron Giant, which is Iron Giant is great.
Iron Giant is good.
Iron Giant's so sad, man. I used to love the Iron Giant. So
yeah, we need more of him for sure. But then we got the Fall Guy releasing May 3rd, starring Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, Stephanie Sue, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Winston Duke. This is not a Seth movie for sure.
Yeah, Seth. What's your but like, do you not like? I don't know. I'm a Ryan Gosling shill. I can't like. He's literally me.
No, I like Ryan. Yeah. I think Ryan Gosling's great.
I think like the concept is kind of like cool.
It's based on a TV show from the 90s, I believe. There's a TV show called The Fall Guy, and now this is like
I don't know. I just think it looks really shit.
It's the classic movie that like.
I'm also a David Leitch. I'm a David Leitch fan. I'm a truther.
Yeah.
Did he do? What did he do?
Bullet Train, Deadpool 2.
I thought Bullet Train was. I thought Bullet Train was actually all right.
You like the first John Wick? He co-directed.
I like Deadpool 2 more.
The first John Wick.
Yeah, he co-directed with.
I do like the first John Wick. Yeah, I do like the first John Wick. I don't know. It just doesn't really seem like my sort of film, you know?
Yeah, fair. Atomic Blonde, I think he did. I don't know if you like have seen that.
Oh, Seth, what are your thoughts on Roadhouse? I know you're big. No, like the trailer.
The trailer. Oh,
the new remake.
I don't know, man. It's So it was weird because I remember speaking to Tyler about this, and I think I spoke to you about this as well. When they recorded a lot of the scenes that we saw with Conor McGregor and his fight and the weigh-in and stuff at one of the UFC events last year.
Yeah.
Really bizarre. I actually think that Conor McGregor is just so Conor, and I don't really like him, but he is quite funny. I think that this is a film. It looks like something that I want to see in cinemas. I think that's the main issue that I have, is that it's not getting a theatrical release. I think it looks pretty fucking shit, but in the best way possible. But like in a good way, I think it looks like just absolute drivel. Jake Gyllenhaal's having a really good time. Similar to Ambulance, for example, where it's just kind of this high octane action. No, get the fuck out of here. I'm not praising Michael Bay in front of you.
No, but listen, when you're talking about Ambulance, we're talking about like arguably a top 5 movie of 2022.
Oh, shut up.
Listen,
I did actually like Ambulance. I'm not even like I did actually like it, to be fair. But I think this looks like just high octane stupidness, nonsense. Jake Gyllenhaal having a really, really good time. Some cool fight sequences. It's going to be one of those I think that's hard to hate. You're probably just going to have a decent time with it.
You have to see the original to get a vibe for what.
Yeah, I do actually.
Patrick Swayze's in that one.
Patrick Swayze. The guy, the old dude that's in everything, but I can't remember what his name is now.
The old dude that's in everything.
Stand By.
Do I want to watch the original one?
I liked it a lot. Sam Elliott.
Oh, Sam Elliott.
So Sam Elliott and Patrick Swayze.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I like it a lot. I like the original a lot. But we also got a trailer for Wicked Part 1. And this is where I get fed up with like film Twitter people, because so many people right before this came out with Deadpool 3 trailer was like, this looks like the shittiest, grossest thing ever. And then Wicked Part 1 comes out and they act like it doesn't look 20 times worse than Deadpool 3 does. I think Wicked Part 1 looks so shit.
Looks bland, shallow, airbrushed, rubbish.
There's no depth. Like I can't.
The color grading.
You know what I mean? Like when they're showing their faces, like I can't. Like it's because they're obviously using like the light from like the sun, the back. So like everyone's faces look so flat, the backgrounds and everything. I just can't like tell anything. There's no it looks so dull.
It looks they've tried to do too much with it. I think it looks too in your face. And it just doesn't have any feel of authenticity. It doesn't look like it's shot well. I mean, we haven't seen the final thing yet, obviously, in the trailers. Only give us an episode. I don't think it looks terrible, but I think visually, I think it looks bad. Like bad visually. I think it looks really, really dull. Which is kind of the case with a lot of these films nowadays. It's
crazy how, like, when we saw the set pictures, they built such crazy sets for this, and then it doesn't translate to them. It looks so ugly.
Maybe, to be fair, like give it a benefit. Maybe there were some really cool sequences in the film where they've got these huge practical sets. But like, I don't know, it looks rough. Like it looks really rough. I think.
Really it's bad when like the Oz the Great and Powerful looks better from like
39. 39. Bro, it's comparing Wizard of Oz. Like it's like, what are we doing? How are we not beating this by now?
Yeah, the original like I have like new feelings towards the original. Obviously, it's like a childhood like favorite, but like I did like projects on like.
I think it's good, but I don't think it's great. But I think visually, it's still great.
So it's like weird. Like they abuse like the actors on sets. Like I don't know. Like
a lot of it is a myth, though. Like a lot of the stuff is actually a myth. Like there's some. Yeah, there was some like weird shit that happened. Like there was some like classic Hollywood shit to do with I can't remember the name. Yeah. Judy Garland. There was some stuff that where they pushed her in certain ways, but a lot of it is kind of
it's
very
dramatic.
Exaggerated.
It's
because it's a cool film story,
Yeah, the fact that it looks that like still 10 times way better than this film, it's weird.
It looks so ugly. I don't like Ariana Grande. It's the recipe for disaster for me. I don't know. The thing is like Sydney Sweeney, when she was filming Anyone But You, they had obviously all like the cheating rumors of her and Glenn Powell, but that's for rom-coms. That works. But like with Wicked Part 1 being the movie that ended her marriage or ended that guy's marriage, and now they're together. Like Wicked Part 1 is not the type of movie you need that kind of drama to build up. Like it's like an adaptation of a Broadway musical play. Like it's not going to work. If this is a rom-com, maybe that would help, but I don't know. Just a sour taste in my mouth.
I thought the poster was kind of cool. I actually quite like the poster a little bit
with the W. Oh,
yeah.
This film also should have came out like in 2019. I saw like wasn't it announced like in 2015 or something?
It was announced ages ago. Yeah.
I don't know if we moved past the need for Wicked films in our life and society.
I want to see Wicked on stage.
Yeah, I'd
rather see the Broadway. Yeah, I don't need to see a movie of this.
I don't care about the film.
Seth, I know you're not a big TV guy, but Park Chan-wook's a sympathizer. Are you excited for that? You're gonna watch that April 14th on HBO, starring Robert Downey Jr. and 20 roles.
I don't. So I actually might. So Robert Downey Jr. literally just looking completely different in every character. So the actual so I think Park Chan-wook's directing the actual directing part of it. He's directing 3 episodes, but then you've also got I believe Fernando Moraes, I think his name is. That's how you pronounce it. Who was the director of City of God? Amazing film, one of the best coming of age of this century. He's also directing 2 episodes as well, and I think that they've got a pretty good crew on, if I'm not mistaken. So I think it looks very exciting. I know obviously Robert Downey Jr. was executive producer on it with Park Chan-wook as well, working closely. I can't remember who the other director is now, but I think he's like a good British director. I can't remember the name. I think this looks pretty cool. Like it's Park Chan-wook and he's it's the fucking guy. It's the fucking guy. And also the cinematographer for it, because I checked this the other day when I was looking, is the same as Decision to Leave throughout the whole series. And Decision to Leave,
that's huge.
I mean, visual Decision to Leave, like you can't really get much better. So yeah, I'm probably going to watch it. I probably am, because this is this will probably be like my exception TV show of the year, along with House of the Dragon, probably like this.
Yeah, any Game of Thrones content, we will be there for that too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, moving from that on to some general movie news. So we're a few days away at this point from Avatar: The Last Airbender releasing on Netflix. Supes, did you go to the premiere of that or no? Because I saw there was some the first episode had a premiere or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw
you didn't go?
Thingy's video. I can't remember whose video.
Yeah. No, I didn't go. I am looking forward to the show, for sure.
Are you a big fan of the animated series, or were you not?
Yeah,
I've never seen the animated series.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was wondering. So, Alex, are you a big fan of the animated series?
Yeah, I grew up watching it. Yeah.
I never watched it.
I haven't watched it. I mean, Anna, she loves it. Maybe that's a good thing that you haven't seen it, Matt, if you're excited for the show, because I feel like that's the clip that was going around. I'm sure you all saw it. The clip that they released last week on Twitter was obviously getting scrutinized.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I do think it looked quite bad. That particular clip.
Uh-huh.
I think that anything like this is just always going to be tough to translate into live action. Really, really tough.
Agree. I think I don't see the reason. I've just gotten to a point where some things don't need to be brought to live action. They were talking about recently Invincible being brought to live action. I get it could be
Minecraft.
It could that could be best utilized. Just do a Spider-Verse thing.
Yeah.
Imagine trying to make something like Spider-Verse in live action. It's not going to look good or be as good.
Right.
Some things, animation is an important medium to have this, and I think that the Last Airbender is so great as it is. And we already saw with the Shyamalan thing, which we're not going to hold M. Night accountable fully because
Well, imagine if they brought Attack on Titan to live action.
We don't need it,
dude. Honestly, look, this is why I think Transformers 1 has the potential to be the best Transformers movie. Finally, a high-budget, fully animated Transformers film, fully set on Cybertron, no humans, just focusing on the Autobots and Optimus and Megatron's relationship and how they fell out and the war between
is that this year?
This year during September,
yes.
The Transformers 1 propaganda on my page will be unbearable.
Unbearable, dude.
Really? I thought you'd be kind of anti because you're a Michael Bay guy. I thought you'd be
no, but
blasphemous.
The thing is, it's going to be obviously tough to beat Dark of the Moon. That's a masterpiece. But I think, what are you giggling, Seth, for? I don't like that giggle. But I think that based off of Rise of the Beast, right? Matt, did you like that? Did you?
I liked Rise of the Beast. I just think again, it does not compare to that original trilogy.
It has the same problem as Wicked. No Michael Bay, so that means every shot looks bland and lifeless. It looks like there's no depth. It looks just so gray. It looks like a Russo brothers film. But it's so I don't know. You just need an auteur to take the helm, and I think that. But now that it's going to be animated, we're going to see something so beautiful that we haven't gotten to see yet with this the dynamic. I don't know if you guys watched the cartoon the original, and even there's other cartoons that come out.
Have you seen who's directing the film? I've just seen it now. It's the same guy who did Toy Story 4.
Like exactly, we will be back. Like this is we will be so insufferable come September.
We're back.
We're so back. But yeah,
we're getting. Are you gonna watch the Lord of the Rings animated film, Alex?
The War for Rohirrim.
That's animated. I thought it was
I didn't know that until
it's
like
the same guy.
It's animated.
It's the same guy who did. It's the same guy who did. It's a really famous anime, like a Ghost in a Shell, I think it's called. I haven't seen it. Really well known. It's the same Japanese animator and director who did that. So that's coming out the back end of this year. I'm really excited for that. Anime style, I think that could be cool.
I didn't know we were going back to. I thought it was going to be a live action or something.
I don't even know if it'll come out this year anyway.
Lord of the Rings recently. I mean, like besides the originals, which I'm not. We can't ever disrespect the originals. The Hobbits. I don't really like. And the Lord of the what's the TV show? Rings of Power. I gave that thing 3 or 4 episodes, and I was like,
I thought Rings of Power was fine, but it felt like Wicked in a sense that it felt bland. It felt not lived in. It felt too clean. You know, it felt weird. Like compared to that to the original where they used all this practicality. And I know it's easier now. The Hobbit was just a classic taste of pushing a 300-page book into 3 fucking films.
It should have been 1 3-hour movie at the most, maybe 2.
It's meant. Like I think the first 2 Hobbit films are actually pretty good. The third one not so much, but they really it's so much filler. Whereas the Lord of the Rings films, they actually had to condense it. That's why they made the extended versions because there was too much, and it's the exact opposite with Hobbit because they tried to make money off it again. It's just stupid.
Also, it looks so bad. They all look like they're all CGI. Like, I mean, you've seen the clip. I assume
the orcs
crying because he's on a green screen set, and he's like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
they have this weird, gloss to all of them too. It looks just really like I don't know.
It looks clean. It doesn't look dirty. It doesn't look lived in. It doesn't look like scary, intimidating. The orcs just look like idiots, and it's like, I think that it kind of has this kind of element of it looks too high budget. Do you know what I mean? It looks too. What was the budget for Rings of Power again? It was like $1 billion.
The most expensive TV show.
But a lot of it was like to the rights
for like three seasons, and the first season was like 450 million. I think it was one of the most expensive shows ever, and it looked like that. And I think that's where they fell in because it's just they used so much CGI, they used so much effects. But I'm excited for Lord of the Rings content is weird because like there's so much they could do with it. In the Silmarillion, in the books, there's so many stories they could tell, but how do you even compare to the originals? How is anyone going to do that again? You know what I mean? Well, Dune trilogy.
I think
I said this. I think Dune might be the next like kind of like what we grew up with, like a Star Wars original trilogy. For me, it was Lord of the Rings. That kind of huge fantasy epic that kind of the world needs to keep cinema pushing forward at this moment in time. I think that's Dune. I
know Dune isn't like on this like schedule to talk about, but like I literally like I've rewatched it like twice recently. Like I got to see it in theaters. I'd like in terms of world building and like condensing like such a crazy story that like you said with Lord of the Rings, like it's something that people thought was insurmountable to do, and like Denis just did it like it almost felt effortless. Like everything is just so meticulous and like the world is crafted from the sound design to just going to Gedi Prime. Like everything about that first film is like literally, I think, flawless.
It's such a task as well. There's so much to like. I kind of wanted to read. I don't really read anymore, but I put in our Discord the other day. I was like, in our ReelTok Discord, I was like, should I read Dune? Everyone was like, yeah. But then I'm speaking to Anna about it because she's a massive reader, and she's not read it yet either because there's so much to it. Yeah. Like it's such a commitment getting into that kind of universe. And also I kind of don't want to because I want to, experience the films for the first time within the stories.
It's also a film that you have to watch more than once. I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice to watch because I have friends that like I tried to tell them to watch Dune and they're like, I thought it was kind of boring the first time. Well, like first off, I feel like you're not gonna be able to get everything the first time. It took me 3 watches to fully like start to like.
People do think it's. I was just speaking to Tyler about before you guys came on, like. Whenever I speak positively about Dune, because I think Dune is by far Denis' best work, and whenever I say that on TikTok, people are like, "What the fuck? That's crazy." People there's a lot of people who aren't keen on Dune as a film. I think it's aging better as the years go by, but I think that a lot of people think it's kind of boring, hollow, rubbish.
That's how the book is apparently. I haven't read the book, but I've heard it's like he's made it more like way more engaging.
It's so
crazy. The book's a masterpiece apparently, but like I've heard that he's made it.
Well, apparently some Dune fans don't even like the first book. Apparently the first book is kind of very contentious like the film. Anyway, people like just love it or hate it kind of thing.
Yeah, I think like what I've heard a lot of Dune fans say that Messiah is like the best one.
Yeah, I heard that as well. I saw it on Twitter actually.
I think that if this one does good, which it should. I think honestly, like with the word of mouth, I think this should cross like 800 million easily. I think
we did that. We went through it on our we did a draft, didn't we, Tyler, of like what we think is going to make the most money. Dune 1 made like 500, but that was during like COVID era, whatever.
Yeah,
and also the amount of hype for this one off the back of the success, popularity wise of the first, like you just look at social media when the reactions came out, when the premieres, that like it's huge. I can't remember what do you guys think is the last film where you saw this kind of reaction from social media when it came out? Probably Oppenheimer, dude. Realistically, it's kind of
it's really, when Oppenheimer came out, they were saying like it's Nolan's best work, it's this, it's that. This one, I mean, I've never seen reviews where people are just like thanking to be alive.
It was like some like really philosophical shit.
Yeah, I imagine this is how people felt when like Empire came out, which I mean that's what they're calling it. That and like Two Towers or like calling it a war film epic, and I'm like, oh my god, like I need this. I need it yesterday.
Yeah. And like it has no competition whatsoever. Like there's nothing in theaters right now. It's not like it has to compete with like against like another big blockbuster in March.
Madam Web literally just came out.
I'm kind of grateful it got pushed back now. I was kind of pissed obviously because the strikes and studios being assholes, but like this is like this is like one of the things where it's worth the wait. Like I'm probably gonna see like
the more I wait, the more excited I am anyway. Yeah. So it's
could you have imagined a Dune Part 2 and Oppenheimer award season? How insane that would have been.
See now, they bring that up. Denis gets to like have a clean sweep this year.
Yeah,
well, he's got to go up against George Miller with Furiosa.
Oh man, George Miller's got the juice. George Miller has the fucking juice. Though.
The trailer in IMAX every time I go.
When I went to see Dune, like the Furiosa trailer, and like, when I went to see Oppenheimer in 70mm IMAX, the Furiosa trailer came out. I was like, this is just.
You just hear Chris
Anya just stayed in the desert.
Yeah. I am just fucked. It is crazy because like I think the same day is Planet of the Apes and Furiosa, if I'm not mistaken, or like
it's a crazy weekend.
Whoa.
So there's some big, kind of blockbusters,
which is crazy because those are both like movies that could be IMAX movies.
Yeah, so definitely 100%. And I think these are like 3 blockbusters where it's ones that people should be excited for. Considering the history with all, there's history with all of them there. They're all sequels, prequels, whatever.
There's not a bad Mad Max film, so like, I
don't no, I agree. I don't think the second one's that good, but
I like this, and obviously Fury Road is, that's one I got to see in theaters with. Oh my god, that like back when it came out, like that was.
I didn't see that in cinemas, and I only saw it like 2 years ago.
I remember vividly. My friend's dad took us to go, and I didn't see the Mad Max before, but he saw the originals, and he's like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
And it was like the most insane thing to see in IMAX. I still remember it. Like
it's crazy, and it's like that and Dune like a month apart. 2 months apart, whatever. Did you guys see 3,000 Years of Longing, George Miller's film, 2022?
No, but you love it. I know. Did yourself?
I don't love it. I like it.
I like it. I think
visually, but I think George Miller has the.
He has the visual juice.
He has the visual. I mean, you guys seen Happy Feet? I mean, what are we doing here? Come on. Craziest film for him to direct, by the way.
I didn't know he directed that.
Yeah, he directed Happy Feet. Yeah. But really excited. So excited, Furiosa. So good.
But, talking about things that we'll never see, Coyote vs. Acme is officially shelved forever, just like Batgirl. Warner Bros. Just terrible. Like I don't know. Like it's just crazy because James Gunn's a partner with them.
Yeah,
everyone involved in that project had good track records, and they try to shop it. They were like basically overselling it. They're like, we're only selling it off for like $80 million when they would have made money at like $60 million. I don't know, just shitty, very shitty. It looked like something fun. Like I would have liked to see it. Sounds like the subject matter of the movie is very much tackling what is going on with the movie, whereas corporations stopping IP from being able to be seen. So I don't know. I guess like what like Batgirl. Do you think Batgirl still exists anywhere? Or do you think it's been like officially wiped from every hard drive? Like it's zero way you ever see it.
They have to have it saved.
You think they have it in a safe somewhere?
You gotta. Yeah. I just don't know why you burn them. Like even I don't care how bad something is. Like just like you made it, right? These people like went through the hardships of making a film, which obviously isn't easy at all, and then you just can it. Like I can't imagine being a person working on a project from a costume designer to a set designer to like an actor to a director. Like just I'd feel like such visceral rage. And I don't know, it's stupid to get rid of it. I don't know.
Yeah, like I saw one guy tweet saying like he's like a newer animator, and he's like 90% of my career has been spent like on Coyote. Like, so like my resume is like fucked now because I just spent the last 2 years of my life doing this, and now I have no portfolio to show. Like people be like, yeah, I worked on this, and then you have no, I don't know, were you a good animator? Were you bad? You'll never be able to tell or be able to scout his work. So just shitty for everyone involved. And it's weird because like James Gunn's a partner with them, but then same thing with Batgirl. Like they shelved that right after Brendan Fraser won an Oscar, and he was in that movie. It's just like all the signs are there for these movies would do well because they get like good outside buzz before they come in, but whatever. It's unfortunate. Bong Joon-ho's next project is going to be an animated film about sea creatures, and it'll be the most expensive production in Korean film history at $52 million.
Is Mickey 17 not coming out?
Oh man, if that gets pulled, I'm gonna fucking.
There's no way. Because hold on.
No, Mickey 17's like done. So Bong Joon-ho's ready to move on.
Oh, I don't know.
They moved on. Oh my. So like.
No, Mickey 17's done as in like it's complete.
I don't know.
But is it possible that they're just waiting for like Can?
I think that's what the rumor.
I think
until they announce it, I'm gonna hold my breath.
I think they are doing Can. I think that was like a lot of rumors that they were doing Can.
Yeah, but still, please just announce it so we can like breathe.
We can know that it's fucking coming out. I actually have a weird feeling it's gonna get pushed back.
Oh god,
because
don't let the juju enter the universe.
Like that's the thing is that Warner Brothers had both Mickey and Dune coming out in the same month, so maybe since they're gonna probably push both for award season, it's like they're gonna let Dune have its moment and then drop.
Yeah, maybe. I think kind of a good kind of.
And then next year that means Rob Pat gets Batman and this. That could be.
Is Batman 2 next year?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Which that's
So. Cannes Film Festival is less than 3 months away now, and we've still only seen one image still from Mickey 17. So that still worries me for sure too. We're less than 3 months from Cannes.
We had that image. We discussed that image on like one of our first episodes, by the way.
Yeah, like a year and a half ago.
It's like the whale. It's becoming
the whale killers of our moon.
It honestly might have surpassed the whale. It might be like the number one now. 17.
It might actually. I think it has surpassed the whale. The whale just
has been so long.
But the whale's imagery is just so much more iconic. It's just fake. There's nothing there.
I haven't seen the whale still, but I see clips on Twitter, and it's the one at the end where like.
Did you the one I posted a few weeks ago?
Where he
goes.
And I was like, I don't want to watch this movie anymore.
I want you to watch it, but like I don't know. Like it is worrying that we've not got anything. Literally. Nothing. I mean, we had like a little teaser thing, didn't we?
But it was the same image.
It was the same. Yeah,
and it was just like they just like rotated the image in iMovie or something. Supes, do you watch the Umbrella Academy or no?
I watched season 1 and 2. Didn't watch season 3.
I'm the same exact way. So season 4 is coming out this summer. I watched season 1, really liked it. Season 2 liked it. Didn't care. I don't know why. I just didn't jump into season 3. Didn't hook me enough. But it's concluding. The final season coming out this summer. Alex, did you watch any Umbrella Academy or no?
I saw one episode like 3 years ago, and then I never finished. Like I didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. There just wasn't enough there to keep people attached. I feel like so. I think this final season is going to kind of go out with a whimper. I'm sure it has its super fans out there, but don't think a lot of people are going crazy about it. But Cillian Murphy teasing he's returning in 28 years later as an actor. We know he's going to be producing it, but that'd be great. We also saw that 28 Days Later is literally impossible to watch right now. It's not on any streaming services.
So bad.
Can't rent it on Prime Video. No, the physical media is not out of print. Is not in print right now. So
tragic.
You got to sail the 7 seas of Pirate Bay to find it.
Or something. That's
so tragic. So
yeah. It's a great movie. 28 Days Later is one of my favorite movies of all time.
So great. Isn't it Danny Boyle, right? Or no?
Yeah.
Yep.
Danny Boyle's best.
With Alex Garland wrote it.
Yeah.
Alex Garland.
Kings.
What a man.
Paramount and Comcast are having talks to merge Paramount Plus and Peacock into one service. So Paracock is coming sooner rather than later. We're just gonna we're going like time is a flat circle. We're going back to cable.
It's
TV.
just cable plus.
Yeah. This the streaming service experiment. The only successful one throughout the years has been Netflix. Like looking like financial wise, like in terms of like an actual successful service. And low key, like people dog on Netflix because it has gotten really expensive. I was scrolling through yesterday looking for a movie, and I was like, they actually kind of have like a banging library now.
Netflix has a banging library.
Netflix, I feel like Netflix has a really good library, but it's tough. they have like a really good section. Like there's no real middle ground. I think it's just either really good or really shit.
I think it's been
also hard to find.
I think it's great now.
I never really saw Netflix. I feel like a lot of Netflix now is just films I've already seen. Do you know what I mean? Like not in that way. It's just films you've already seen.
I think like every streaming service's UI is shit. Max, I hate Max. Max is so bad.
And now their catalog fell off too, I think.
You guys have Criterion though, which is apparently like the best one ever. I don't know why the fuck you guys don't use that. That's like the best.
Well, in terms of movies, yeah, but I'm talking about like user interfaces, like define stuff.
Prime is terrible. Prime is probably the worst one.
Oh,
Prime is rough. Yeah, Hulu's not bad. Netflix, I don't think is terrible, but like Max is so bad. Max doesn't even let you just go like just show me alphabetical order of movies. You have to go to the genre, and the genres are so weird. Like there's not even a romance genre, so they're just like comedy, drama, classics. And it's like
that's like our Disney Plus. Our Disney Plus is terrible.
Right?
Is your Disney Plus? Is Hulu like Disney Plus for you?
I mean,
they're merging or merged.
Is it the same app? Yeah. The same.
Yeah, now it is on over here now.
Okay, because we've had the same thing.
I have Hulu and Disney Plus.
When I went over to England, it was like that. You guys have Stars a part of your Disney Plus.
Yeah, so we have like films like
rated R.
I watched it because I was like, holy, you guys have it all like in one. It's like
you
just now got Hulu over here, but
yeah.
All right, last bit of news. So. Seth, I know you wanted to watch the Clue movies, but or the Clue movie, but sounds like Hasbro is now shopping the film rights to it to multiple studios, so we might be getting more Clue movies. Which I'm always a fan of whodunit films. I think like 90% of them I think are kind of shit, but I love the idea of it. I'm always going to be in for a whodunit movie, and Clue would be fun. I mean, it's been like 50 years since the last Clue movie came out, so it could be fun.
I think I'm pretty sure I've watched Clue, but just I kind of do want to rewatch it because. When George hated it recently, it was quite funny. I want to see if I like it, but there isn't actually many murder mystery films that come out, is there anymore?
I mean, the Knives Out ones are like the one that are carrying it, probably.
Yeah, but Glass Onion wasn't that good. I don't like it. Didn't really.
No, I know. Yeah.
Compared to the first one, I think
the first one I think is like a quintessential type whodunit. But
yeah, the first one was really good.
Oh no!
Oh shit, man! I fucking hate you. All right, Tyler, we need to work out how we're going to do this. There's going to be some delay. Definitely.
All right, I'm going to count down. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1, and you all are going to say go like after 1, and we're going to say it all so we can see,
where we are. Yeah.
All right, so 3, 2, 1,
go.
That was pretty clean on my end. It sounded like all at the same time. So
all right.
We'll figure. But I mean, Seth, honestly, for this, since like comic book movies is mostly Alex and Supes' bag, I'm not going to sway you one way or another, but I think low key, like maybe a good strategy is just like let them try and get negative points, and you just you could win with 0.
True.
Because the way Jeopardy works, of course, is like whoever says like you're not going to yell at the answer. You're going to pick a question, and then you say like buzz or whatever, raise your hand, do some signal, and then you get the opportunity to answer. If you get it right, you get plus points. But if you get it wrong, you get subtracted the points. So we've had many Jeopardies on this game where like. The final score will be like negative 1,700 and negative 1,200 and negative 800. The negative 800 wins. So.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to use the bathroom real quick?
Yeah, go for it. Get yourself prepped.
We're going to speed run. Hold on, BRB.
Get yourself prepped. I'll introduce the game. So we got 5 categories here. Spider-Man. So anything from any Spider-Man movie is fair game. Well, only the Toby, Andrew, Tom Holland, and like there's no like 1970 Spider-Man questions or anything.
No Madam Web? Wow.
There is actually no Madam Web question in this. Then we got MCU, so anything from the MCU is fair game. Batman, any Batman movie going all the way back to the Michael Keaton days are fair game. DCEU, of course, pretty self-explanatory. And then wild card is honestly just couldn't think of a 5th category. So there's some Marvel ones in there, DC ones in there, kind of a bit of everything. And with trivia, it's hard to know what's a hard question and what's not. So like the 500 in theory are the hardest, 100 in theory the easiest, but who knows? Some could be easier than others. But we're going to see who the score will be between Supes, Alex, and Seth. Obviously, Alex and Seth have both been on the Trivia 10 episodes. We got to get Supes on here at one point to tackle the trivia because it's a good time. But Jeopardy, I've never made a Jeopardy board in my life before.
Oh, did you make this one?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Shit. I followed the I'm not going to throw shade to Jeopardy. I followed the whatever guidelines of like the present the question as a statement and the answer has to be like what is Madam Web or whatever. But I tried to be a Jeopardy guy. I'm not a big Jeopardy guy, but we'll see.
I'm not gonna lie. So I like the rules of Jeopardy. Like I pick the category and then I get the chance to answer. Does like everyone else get the chance to answer?
Everyone gets a chance to answer. You just pick the category, but then if you get it wrong, you lose the points.
All right. Are we just like going go?
So let's say so let's say if it's Supes' turn, let's say like MCU for 300. I'll show the question. You can't say anything until I finish reading the question.
You have to buzz
last word. Or I finish reading the question, I will disregard it. So once I finish reading the question, you say ding or whatever.
All right, cool.
Good, whatever. But remember, if you ding in and you don't answer it or you get the wrong answer, you're getting negative points. So don't just like be like, I want to be the first to buzz in and get it wrong. So
Okay.
we're gonna just start with Supes today for the first one. Supes, pick your category, pick your number. What question you want to start off on first?
I'm gonna go MCU 300.
Oh no!
Remember, wait till I'm done reading the question.
I'm nervous.
The name
Ding!
of Tony Stark's daughter.
No, ding!
No.
Ding!
He just told you.
Supes is out. He's not getting to answer this one. Alex or Seth?
I don't know it. I don't know.
Ding.
Okay, Alex.
Morgan.
Let's
Damn, bro. I choked that.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out how to navigate this. So Alex gets the points because Supes dinged too early. So Alex, now you get to choose the next one.
We'll go MCU 400.
Oh, what, man?
Stan Lee cameos as this in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Ding!
Supes.
The Watcher. Or no, the astronaut with the Watcher.
The astronaut is correct.
Yeah.
So we'll give you the points for that one.
Oh,
Honestly,
gee.
I don't know. My MCU bag's not good at like the
Yeah,
Watcher.
no,
Like,
I have no idea.
astronaut's correct.
Seth is starting.
Yeah, but Seth,
so
like I'm
lost.
saying, like the zero might not be a bad play.
No,
when we
yeah,
get through.
true.
I think some of these are hard. So Supes, now you get to pick the next category, next value.
All right, I'm gonna go DCEU 500.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay.
The name of the conflict in Metropolis between the Sword of Rao and the United States military and Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
As a BVS stan, I can't even like co-sign this.
I actually watched this like a few months ago. I should know
The
this.
name of the conflict
Great
in
movie.
Metropolis between the Sword of Rao.
The Battle of Mid. I don't fucking know.
All right, we're buzzing it there. Time limits run up. It is the Black Zero event. The
I don't even
Black-
remember that. I don't even remember that.
That was like when the Zod invaded.
Yeah, it's called the Black Zero
Okay.
event. Like the
How do
news
you even
station.
find that?
The Sword of Rao threw me off.
Yeah.
So Supes, it's still back to you. You get to pick whatever question next.
All right,
No one lost points for that though.
we can do Spider-Man 300. T-ups.
This wrestler was played by Randy Savage in Sam Raimi's first Spider-Man movie.
Ding!
What was his name? Fuck.
Supes.
Bonesaw!
Yeah.
Bonesaw.
I should have got that one, man. That's so annoying.
That's literally like that's crazy. That's your bread and
I
butter.
love that film. Fuck, that's so annoying. I want to go.
Supes, back to you.
I'm gonna go. We can go with Spider-Man 400.
Spider-Man for 400. This girl lives next door in an apartment next to Peter Parker in Spider-Man 2.
I don't
Her
remember
first
her
name is all we're looking for.
What's her first name?
I don't remember
What's
her
her
name.
fucking first name?
His
Oh.
daughter.
I see her face.
Well, I know what she looks like and see her.
What
What's
is her
her
name?
She's bringing Peter the chocolate milk. Or
She
another
is
thing.
like the pussy.
I can see her giving her. I don't know her name.
Do
I
they
don't know
ever
her
even
name.
say her name?
Do
Yeah,
we know her name? I don't even remember.
Yeah, I don't think they ever
I've seen
say her
Spider-Man
name.
2 so many times. I don't
I
remember.
don't even know. I
All
imagine
right,
it's like
time's
one-
up. Ursula.
Oh
Ursula.
shit!
Ursula.
I do remember
Nah,
that.
there's no way
If
they
I
can
do
say-
actually, they do say it. They do say it.
Yep.
No.
So back to Supes again.
Let's do a wild card 300.
Okay.
Spice it
Wild
up a
card
little
300. J.K. Simmons starred as this character in Justice League on top of already playing J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man film.
Ding.
Thing.
Ding.
That's Alex.
He plays Commissioner Gordon.
That is correct.
Does he?
Jim Gordon.
What?
He does.
Oh,
Which I kind of forgot about. too before
Your
looking at
reaction?
that.
Have you seen that movie, the Justice League movie,
the first one.
the 2017? Yeah.
I have seen it. Yeah.
Is he still? Is he not still?
I think it's
Jim
in the
Gordon
Snyder
in
Cut too.
Snyder Cut.
Yeah,
I haven't seen that one either.
He has like one scene though.
Yeah. But yeah, I looked these trivia up online. They said Justice League, and I was like, he's
I don't-
probably in Zack Snyder's Justice League too, but I don't want to throw that in there in case he was cut from that.
Yeah.
But, so Alex, to you now.
All right, we'll go Batman 200.
Okay. Thank you.
Batman for 200. Selena Kyle dies before being resurrected as Catwoman in Batman Returns like this.
Wait,
How does
she
she
die? Frozen? No.
Well, you have to ding if you're going to want to answer.
Like, is it how she
Ding
dies?
Frozen. I don't fucking remember.
That is incorrect. someone else can buzz in.
Like how she dies?
I can't remember.
How does Selena Kyle die in Catwoman?
Oh, how does she
Or
die?
before she's resurrected as
I,
Catwoman.
I like Batman Returns. I can't even remember. I didn't see
Oh
it.
wait.
You have to ding in if you're going to answer.
Okay,
Otherwise,
I probably was
I,
called a ding.
I actually can't remember.
Ding. Does she get
Okay.
Does she get electrocuted to death?
Incorrect. Supes, do you want to ding in or gonna let him slide?
Oh, I know what it is now. I'm actually depressed about this.
I can't remember what it is.
All right.
Yeah, I can't
Time's
remember.
up.
I can't remember.
What is being pushed?
Oh my
God.
God.
It's because at the end of the movie of Batman Returns.
Oh shit! That's
Christopher
so
Robin
annoying.
or something.
Yeah.
So Seth and Alex lose points. Soup's lead grows. It's 700
shit,
to
why did I
400 to minus 200. So Alex, did you pick that category? I can't remember.
Yeah, I did.
Because no one got that right. So Alex, you pick the next one.
All right. We'll go DCEU 300.
The name of Aquaman's mother.
Never seen it.
Ding. Queen Atlanta.
Queen out. Yeah.
Actually, it's Atlanta Soup, so lose points.
Yeah. Queen, I guess, worked.
I was almost about to say Mara like a fraud, but I stopped myself. I was like, oh my God, no.
She's low key mother though. Soups next.
We'll do Spider-Man 100. Let's get some 100s off this board.
All right. Remember, I have to finish reading the question. These 100 ones are pretty easy. Peter Parker's part-time job in Spider-Man 2.
Me.
I said that one's Seth. That one's Seth.
No way. No way, chat. No way.
That's incorrect.
No way.
What did I just say?
Ding.
Soups.
It was a pizza delivery guy.
Oh my God, you fucking idiot.
Seth Fraud.
Pizza delivery boy.
I'm so good.
Oh my God, what am I doing, man?
So did you ding and didn't know?
No, it's a good question to trip up because he's also like, photographer.
This guy's not a Spider-Man 2.
No,
Bro.
but I was thinking no. Man, I need to read. Oh, fuck, I fucked this.
Oops. Next one.
Let's do Wildcard 200.
This superhero is also known as Merc with a Mouse.
Ding.
Alex.
Deadpool, baby. Deadpool. What is Deadpool?
Deadpool is correct.
Give me my points back.
It's 1,100 Soups to 600 Alex to 300 Seth, which, as we've seen, there's still 4 500s on the board. This is not even just trying to amp up people in third, but this is literally anyone's game.
All right, we're gonna go.
So Alex, next category.
We're gonna go Batman 300.
This booby trap was hidden inside the bank vault at the beginning of Batman Forever.
Oh my God! I know.
I haven't seen Batman Forever in such a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Wait,
it.
Batman Forever or Batman Forever? That's the question.
3, 2,
I don't.
1. Boiling acid.
I just remember
I haven't seen Batman Forever in such a long time.
They take the safe out with like a helicopter. That's all I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
Is that how Two-Face gets his face? I think that's how he gets his face burnt off in the Batman Forever movies, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen it. These are trivia that I pulled from other much more smarter people than me on Google. So Alex, back to you. Pick the next category.
MCU 200.
This is why Scott Lang was arrested.
Bing.
Seth.
What?
It was me. I swear it was me. Honestly.
I'm fine, but
A robbery.
Hey, Seth on the board.
Who he robbed? No, we should have made him say who he robbed.
Yeah, something. I don't know. A house or something? I can't remember. I got it right.
Good job. Good work. Seth, the next category, sir.
Goes Spider-Man 200.
We all know Uncle Ben, but this is the name of Peter Parker's father.
Ding.
That was
okay. Well, that was like a tie between Alex and Soups, but I'm gonna give it to Soups. That was close.
I'm being robbed, chat.
Richard
Parker. That was actually kind of me. I can't lie.
No, it wasn't.
Richard Parker is correct.
To me, it was. It
wasn't. Soups, your next category.
Wildcard 500.
Aquaman is the highest grossing film of the DCEU worldwide, but this is the lowest grossing film of the franchise.
Ding.
Seth,
don't choke this.
Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle is correct.
What a bang.
Oh,
Blue Beetle.
Wait, Blue Beetle outgrows Birds of Prey.
That's crazy.
I was going to say one.
It's
I thought it was Birds of
interesting
Prey.
question because worldwide Blue Beetle's the lowest, but it's like third, fourth lowest U.S. based. But like other movies like Birds of Prey, Wonder Woman 1984 didn't do as well did better worldwide. So Blue Beetle worldwide is the lowest. This is every dog's in this race. 1,300 to Soups, 600 to Alex.
Damn,
400 to
Seth.
Seth. Next category.
How am I getting that? And I'm getting fucking Pizza delivery. That's crazy, man. The mind is gone. I'll go. Let's just get Spider-Man off the board. I'll go Spider-Man 500.
This actress voices Karen, the AI built into the Peter suit in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Ding! Jennifer Connelly.
Supes is correct. Jennifer Connelly.
Oh my God.
You fucking.
No bonus points, but do you know who she's married to in real life?
Yes, Paul Bettany.
Vision. Correct. So both of them love playing AIs, I guess. But next up we got, Supes. What's your next category? Pulling away a bit.
I'm going to go Batman 100.
Okay.
Ooh.
Penguin's car is shaped like this animal in Batman Returns. Wow. I read that fast because people are going to be dinging off the bat.
What is it?
I can't lose points here, chat. So
I don't lose points.
All right, 3.
No, it's
2, 1. It's a duck.
Oh my God.
Duck.
Well, I need to rewatch this film. I don't remember anything.
I gotta
remember
rewatch
anything
that.
about it. Yeah, I don't remember anything about Batman.
100 is a stumper.
How many Batman Returns questions? Interesting.
Yeah.
Back to
No
Supes.
Nolan Batman, no the Batman question.
Still 2 more Batman categories.
Let's go Batman 400.
The name of Gotham's American football team in The Dark Knight Rises.
Mid.
So like the Minnesota Vikings. It's
I
the Gotham.
I can't remember. I'm not even gonna know.
Yeah, I forgot the name,
Can't
like
lose here,
actual name of the team.
I don't remember this at all.
They
You
were
wanted a
yellow
Nolan
and black,
question
though.
so bad, Alex.
They were yellow and black though. That's
Yeah,
all I
from
know.
the good Nolan film at the time.
2, 1.
That's the worst.
The Gotham Rogues. The Gotham Rogues.
I do not remember that at all.
Yeah.
Back to Supes again.
DCEU 100.
Oh.
This character appears in Bruce Wayne's vision in Justice League to tell him that Lois Lane holds the key to everything.
Ding.
Alex.
The Flash.
The Flash is correct. Alex gets 100. At this point, Supes needs a.
Well, Supes
Alex
better be
is-
winning this one, to be fair. Like, if he wasn't, I'd be disappointed.
All right.
at
We're
least
gonna
you have
go.
somebody's question for this time, but
We're gonna
Alex
go. We're gonna go MCU 500.
Ooh.
in Hawkeye, Yelena cooks this for Kate Bishop when she breaks into her apartment.
Ding.
That was Supes by a hair.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah,
No.
I think Supes might. I think Matt's
In
one.
that case, you rig it and just say that I barely got it. Like this is the runaway now. Oh,
He has to
Supes-
win this, though. To be fair,
Supes technically didn't win if he still if he plays strategically, he wins. If he just refused to answer single of the questions and anything negative.
Supes' new
but-
rule: you have to try and answer every question.
you have to try to answer everyone.
All right. Starting now, I'll have to try. I'll try to answer every question.
There's still 1,700 points on the board. so
Let's
theoretically-
do.
Yeah.
MC 100.
Yeah, we'll keep the 500.
Asgardian's own name for Earth. What do they call Earth?
I have no idea.
Ding.
Supes.
Midgard.
Yeah.
Is that a 100 question? Mid.
Yeah.
That's so.
So is Midgard like actually a joke of like the mid, or is that completely separate? Because I feel like the joke.
I
got
don't
popular
think mid was a
after-
joke. Yeah, I don't think mid was a
Right,
joke then.
right.
Yeah.
But it works so well that like these
Yeah.
gods from another planet
Mid-ass
call Earth
Earth.
Midgard.
Mid-realm.
So Supes next up once again.
Wild card 100. Let's just work our way up.
Hawkeye has this many children.
Ding.
Number Seth.
3.
You gotta-
I don't fucking. I've never seen it.
Seth.
Oh, I am fucking good at that. That's crazy. Couldn't that be like a 500 or something? You know? I've never even seen it.
I know, but you had like 1 through 5, but probably a bell curve of what would be realistic. 3 is great.
That's a good. I'll go.
Seth, next up.
I'll go Batman 500.
Ooh,
get
this
off
is
the
going to be a
board.
big one to determining that into this game.
Yeah.
Mr. Freeze's original name in the comics.
Ding.
Supes.
If you get this, I'll be impressed. I don't remember.
Victor Freeze.
Incorrect.
Well, then
Seth
y'all
or
go.
Alex, do you want to get?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I need the points. But I can't lose to Seth. That would be pretty embarrassing. So
It would be
All right.
embarrassing.
3, 2, 1. Time. It was originally Mr. Zero.
I actually knew that.
Zero.
Fuck.
you knew that?
So Supes
I actually
lead goes
did know that.
from Supes lead goes from monumental to colossal. Still very much in the lead. I think it's back to Supes, I believe, for the next pick.
DCEU 200.
The Suicide Squad member that is a computer hacker.
Oh,
I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name.
This hand up. This should have been not a 200-pointer. I feel like.
I don't remember the big.
I don't remember the name of these people.
I don't know if he's a member, but Economos?
No. Alex or Seth, you're gonna need an. I mean,
well, I like.
That was the game who's second place.
I don't know. I have nothing to answer. Like, I don't know.
If Seth, you want to both agree to answer something?
No, because I don't know any of the names.
Yeah, but I don't want to lose to you. So like, this is
Seth. You say yes. Say yes. I agree to that. Let Alex go first, and then
yes,
don't
I
answer.
agree to that, Alex.
All right. The right answer is Savant. Savant is.
Which one's that?
Get blown up in the first one?
I don't even know, man. The Suicide Squad was in one ear, not the other.
Or is that a different guy? That's a different guy.
Supes, another question. So let's see. There's an 800-point gap. So Supes is going to need to lose both of these, and you guys are going to
we have. So, okay. I have
which category?
These questions are hard.
DCEU 400.
These questions are hard.
The name of Harley Quinn's hyena in Birds of Prey.
Never seen it. Great.
You have to answer those, Seth. I don't even know.
No, I fucking don't. We got one more question.
I don't know this one, man.
The name of her pet hyena. Seth or Alex, come on. Someone's got to try.
Well, I'm not guessing any name in the world. That's mental. I know my guess is been good.
I don't know.
Alex, you've seen it. You should guess.
When it came out in like 2020.
Time up. This one, I feel like someone could have maybe pulled out the rip. It's named Bruce.
That is, you know what? I feel like in like 20 guesses we would have got there. I feel like Bruce would have come.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's maybe
something.
Yeah, we would have got there.
I was hoping that was gonna be an all-time Seth pull. Like
I'd
kids, I'd just be like, I don't know, fucking Bruce. Pulls in. Next up, final one, wild card for 400. Here we go. Final question of the quiz. It's 1,700 to Supes, 700 to Alex, 500 to Seth. So let's see. Let's do the math. If Supes gets it wrong, he goes to 1,300. Alex is right, 1,100. So Supes, congratulations on winning, but we'll see who gets this one for the final one. Mjolnir is made from metal that came from here.
Ding.
Oh, fuck.
Supes.
Please get it wrong. Just like
Neverthelere.
the fucking. Oh my god.
What does that mean?
What does that mean? Because I think I put a more layman's term for the right answer.
Neverthelere, that's like the star.
It's it's with the
with the dwarf.
Bro, how do you know the name?
Doesn't count. He didn't say a star. He didn't say a star. It doesn't count. I said Neverthelere. It doesn't count.
How do you know the name of that? That's crazy.
That's like, what's the name of Gotham's football team? And I'm looking for the Rogues. He's like, well, they drafted this player in 2017. They made a trade with Metropolis.
Can I just say every question here should have been 500? Like, what is this?
Some of the 100 questions were hard, man. Like that
pizza delivery.
Okay, that wasn't hard. The Thor one, the mid-tard, whatever, mid-blog, mid-blog. That was hard. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I knew my audience, so Supes and Alex were coming on. I feel like they had their bag with comic book movies, so I had to make them tough. But I mean, like I said, like I swear, Seth, we've done like 4 Jeopardies before. We usually have like 2 or maybe all 3 of us negatives. But I think that's because when we go, we're just savage. We're throwing out wrong answers. We don't care.
True.
But winner Supes 2,100, second place Alex 700, Seth 500. I mean, for the Seth fans at home, you got to feel good about the performance. Clearly out of his depth in this trivia.
It should be 600. I fucked up that Spider-Man question, but it is what it is. I'll take it.
What was the one you
very well done.
That's crazy.
You know what I meant though. It just slipped out. Photography. I was just thinking about that scene, and then
you're not wrong technically.
I am technically not wrong. He earns money from it, but I just didn't. Didn't think about it fully. Whatever.
But yeah, that'll do it for today's episode. So as always, shout out to our executive producer Stefan Jonson for helping us put this thing on. On Thursday, we'll be doing a draft for Real Quick of the best war movies of all time, suggested by Luke Deerhog. And then our Patreon only exclusive review this week is An Elephant Sitting Still, which is a 4-hour film. Foreign language film. It's from China. So you got 4 days to get ready for it because it's a long one to take in. It's a heavy subject matter. So if you're a patron and you want to be ready for that review on Friday, you got, schedule some time this week to sit down in 4 hours. Oops. Alex, all your links will be in the description down below. Thank you boys so much for joining today. Blast talking about comic movies with you all. That Jeopardy was a huge fun time. Supes kind of dominated, but I mean, I kind of expected that.
He had to dominate. If he didn't, it'd be nice.
I'm sorry.
If he didn't, you would have been.
I don't care that I lost by a lot. I just wanted the Richard Parker one. That's all I wanted. And the pizza one. They gave it to Seth to fumble. I'm done. Like that.
Hey, listen, man.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer. It's okay.
I got positive points. I'm proud of myself.
The
blue.
Thank you all for watching. We will see you on Thursday with our next one. Have a great week. Peace.